From the biggest moments
Can you believe it?
to gold medal championships,
Sidney Crosby, the golden goal!
it's your update on Canada's game. You're listening to the True North Ice podcast with Jacob Ewing and Caleb Schneider.
Welcome to the True North Ice podcast, where we talk all things Hockey Canada and everything Canadian hockey related. As always, we're your hosts. My name's Jacob Ewing, joined alongside Caleb Schneider. Caleb, how are we doing today?
Doing great. Another episode. This is episode 55 of our tenure. So fun stuff. Exciting episode once again. Sports are buzzing as always. I feel like I say that every single time we record at this point. How about you? Sens Nation doing well after a back-to-back weekend sweep?
Yeah, it was pretty nice. You know, a couple Western teams in California come to town, and we say bye-bye Beckett Seneca, and then bye-bye Mr. Macklin Celebrini, who breaks his stick when the Sens put up a 7-piece on them. Yeah, it's been good, though. The Sens are feeling all right. But just every other team seems to be getting points in the wildcard race. But as you mentioned, it's a great time to be a sports fan because everything is fun. Mm-hmm. And you know what? You said it's a great time to be a sports fan, and as we're recording this, I literally just remembered that it is the finals of the World Baseball Classic happening now.
It is, yeah.
2-0 Venezuela.
I know.
Currently.
Yeah, I've got a window open.
All right, I know you will.
Score, but I'm not watching.
No, neither am I, because it's episode time. Caleb, we have a fun one today, as you probably saw from the title when you clicked on it. We are doing a prediction of the awards for the PWHL and the NHL. Obviously, the NHL season, the regular season is coming to a wrap in just a couple of weeks. And then obviously we'll have the playoffs. There'll be a couple more awards. Obviously, the Stanley Cup is the Cream of the Crop award. And the PWHL still has a bit of time, I believe, still a month or two before those awards are given out. But we're going to do a bit of a prediction, Caleb. It's going to be fun because there are a lot of awards to go around. And, yeah, a couple different options for each one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're for sure. Frick. There's not a gazillion awards like the NHL. We'll get to the NHL after, but there's a decent chunk. And, I mean, they don't even have... There's only like the Billie Jean is the only one that's has a name. Exactly. Yeah. The rest is just forward of the year, goaltender of the year, defenseman of the year, defense of the year, and then rookie of the year as well. And then I guess there's coach of the year as well.
Yeah. To be fair to that though, all the NHL awards are practically named off of NHL legends, right? When the league was first in its early stages, that's exactly where the PWHL is in one day. You know what we're gonna see? You know what? I'm gonna call it right now. Forward of the year award. In about 10 years, maybe 15 years, will be called the Marie-Philippe Poulin Award. Is that crazy to say?
I mean, she's won it once, so I don't know.
True, but let's not act like if this league and this award was around back when she was in her prime, in her 30s, that she wouldn't have won that award year in, year out.
Probably. Probably. I mean, she didn't win a lot, or she...
She did win it,
yeah.
She is the current...
Yeah, Natalie Spooner won it 2 years ago. That's my bad.
Yeah.
She won it last year.
Yeah, she's the current reigning... Forward of the year, and obviously the Billie Jean, the King Award.
Yeah,
as well, so.
I mean, possibly, but I mean, I think if I'm PWHL, I'll just slap a little. I know that last year the awards were presented by the goaltender of the year award was presented by Rogers, I believe. Why not just make it the frickin' Rogers goaltender of the year? Let's slap a little money onto it.
Sell it.
Let's slap a little bit of money onto it.
You can't. You have to have some pride about these awards. And if you're just gonna make it an advertisement, like I get the year is young, I get the league is young, and they're still scraping for money. But
why not like Royale, the official sponsor of the power play?
So you're saying like these companies can have a contract for 10 years for certain awards.
Why not?
So let's say Rogers, as an example, buys the Forward of the Year award, and then in 10 years it expires, and all of a sudden
then you could slap a player's name on it.
And the winner of the Slush Puppy Forward of the Year.
That would be awesome.
Do you know how? That's jokes, man.
And the winner also gets a lifetime supply.
Put some respect on these award winners. You're telling me
I know, I'm joking.
You're telling me if you grind your butt off for an entire season, finish with the most points, most power play points, let's even say, screw it, best plus minus. You're just the best overall player in the entire league, and you take home the Slush Puppy Forward of the Year. Man, that's disrespectful. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, yeah. I was just getting a laugh at it because the power plays are sponsored by Royale, the Tiger Towel.
Give it up, tough messes.
Yeah, I forget that there's a tagline.
There is.
I don't have it right at the top of my head, but There's a gazillion power plays, and I don't know.
You know
why.
what though? I don't think that's just a PWHL thing. I think Sportsnet. I think that's just a Sportsnet thing.
No, it's all PW. I think it's all PWHL.
Because I just have like a thing in my head right now going on repeat of an NHL game of someone saying that. I think it was John Bartlett too.
I don't think so. I don't think so because they have it on the score bug at the top.
I know.
So like, only on the PWHL. Like I think that's a entire PWHL kind of thing. I could be wrong.
Oh, maybe.
I could be wrong.
No,
I only watch the games on Sportsnet. Sometimes I watch the YouTube when they have it, which they don't really do that anymore.
Don't, rarely.
But they always have it up there. So I mean, I think it's been 3 years running the same score bug, same Royale at the top. Power play, they're sponsored by them. So I don't know. I was just throwing it's an interesting sponsorship, but I love it. I'm all ears for the Royale Tiger Towel.
So what is the main sponsor of the PWHL? Is it Royale Tiger Towel or is it Molson Canadian?
Is Molson still around? I haven't seen many ads of Molson.
No, I just remember their one iconic ad where they moved the names.
Yeah, I thought they should have done. I think they should do that permanently.
I think that was sick. Yeah.
I know. I don't it's hard to see. Like you can't see half the players' names in the back because it's covered. You can see the number.
That's why Molson Canadian put their logo up.
Yeah, there. I know, but that
was so
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying they should do. I think they legit think. I think that'd be a good idea. You have the names at the bottom because. There's casual fans out there that don't know numbers to every single name. Mm-hmm. You're screwed when you don't know who number 6 is on the Seattle Torrent, right?
Yeah.
So.
No, they still sponsor. I remember going.
Okay, yeah, but they don't do it at the bottom. I'm just saying the names aren't at the bottom no more.
No, I think they do because I remember you go to the LCBO and they have.
Oh, they do. Yeah, I did see it.
Yes.
Oh, they also have. There is a.
Maybe it's hats or sleeves.
There is a beer cans out there. I saw at the grocery store too.
Yes.
Is it Molson though? It might not be Molson. I saw them the other day, and I was like, "Oh, I should pick."
You know what? Now, since you on the weekend, my buddy Owen was drinking it, and it had to. I knew all I saw was the PWHL logo on the side. I'm blanking on what brand it was. I want to say it was Molson though.
Yeah, it probably makes sense if it was Molson, but I don't know. PWHL's buzzing. I actually have a list that I'd like to get to after of things to up the scoring too. That I was bored the one day because I watched. I watched the doubleheader on Saturday.
Make the puck smaller.
No.
This is like
rule
the
changes.
WNBA.
No.
People want for the WNBA.
No, I'm not making lowering the net 2 feet like the WNBA
make
should.
the net bigger. Is what it would be.
No. I have some actual rules that would up the scoring that I'd like to do after. But PWHL's fun, man. I watched the doubleheader on Saturday. It was the great game. Montreal and Boston, the top two. They're tied for first place. Mm-hmm. Boston comes back in the third period, scores 3, ties it up 3-3. They go to OT. Great game. Mm-hmm. And then the Scepters Frost game right after, that was a blowout. The Frost whooped the Scepters.
Man, the Frost are up right now, man. They look so good. Yeah. And you look at the top of the scorers too, for leading scorers in the league. In the top 10, there's 5 Minnesota Frost.
Yeah, it's crazy.
All led by Taylor Heisey at the top. Yeah, they're on the up right now, and I'm sure we're going to maybe talk about them a little bit because they have so many high scorers up there. The Fleet are still in first, despite a loss actually tonight as of recording Tuesday, March 17th, 2-0. That was a 0-0 game going into the third period, too. And the Victoire are also tied with 36 points. There's kind of a deficit in between fourth and third. Between the Victoire and the Charge.
There's a top 3 and then there's a bottom 5 or whatever. Yeah. Your Golden Eyes are sitting not in the basement, but they're pretty close.
No, listen.
Can they? I haven't even looked at the
Charge are my team. The Charge are my team, but the Golden Eyes are a second, and they're making a resurgence. And they're going to sneak in. They're 10 points back now of playoffs. So
dude, it's not even like it's a I know it's a 3-pointer. It's 3 points per regulation win. There's obviously a good chance. That's 2 games right there.
Hold up.
2 plus.
Thing is, though, they have 3 games in hand on the Toronto Scepters. That is 9 points right there.
Right. I'm looking at the Charge, though. Oh, I guess, the Scepters are now at, are they at 31 on yours, or are they?
At 31.
Okay, so I see 28 right now. So 31, now that's 3 plus. That's a big gap.
But there's 3. They play 22 games. If you're looking at the Golden Eyes, they only play 19.
Sure. So if the Golden Eyes win out, they would be 1 point back.
Yeah.
So they're still not in control of their destiny, but the fact that they're sure, every team's in the race except even the Torrent.
Screw the
Torrent. The Torrent have the same. They're only 2 points back. I mean, it's possible.
They made a cool trade the other day.
was a bad trade in my opinion.
It was cool though. Nice to see some names, some recognizable names go across the league, create some buzz. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, this was one of my points, but like Jesse Eldridge and oh gosh, I forget the other girl's name. I'm sorry.
Oh,
it's a 1-for-1 trade.
Yeah.
You lose the trade automatically. Jesse Eldridge was 7th in scoring last year, and she's up there again this year. Doesn't make sense for the Torrent.
I think it's just hard to have, like, you see the depth trades of the NHL where you're throwing a bunch of picks because you don't have those assets.
Yeah, well, the thing is, you can't trade draft picks.
Exactly.
Right
that's what I'm saying.
That's what they need to. I can't believe that's not a thing yet.
There's less availability for assets to be changed around, and that's why you see some quote unquote that we like to think unfair trades going certain teams' way.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, the other thing is expansion. Is they don't. The one thing that is annoying is that the teams don't know, and the fans don't know either if there's going to be expansion this year or not. It sounds like it's 50-50. Obviously, it would be in the works if there are, but we haven't heard anything. It's insane that these teams don't know, and the trade deadline is still, I think it's a week away or not even. Maybe it's Friday.
Yeah.
But these teams don't know, so they're being very cautious of who they move and who they pick up because they're going to lose them in the expansion if they, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's hard for teams to do movement when they're scared of expansion. They don't know the expansion rules. It's probably going to be the same as last year, but. That's the one article I just found boggling that these teams still don't know.
So you know what you do? If a lot of teams are scared to make a move,
you don't do anything.
You make a move.
That's
if no one's gonna bite the bullet and try to move the needle, there's the gap in the market, and you move the needle, make a move, go all in, win the championship, because it's easier with 8 teams rather than 10. There you go.
Well, yeah, for sure. Like the top 3 teams, Fleet, Frost, and Victoire.
Like you tell me, listen, the Minnesota Frost, obviously back-to-back Walter Cup champions. We saw the deficit and what happened last year with the expansion, losing Claire Thompson and Sophie Jakes. And if we have even more expansion, the same thing's going to happen. They'll probably lose a couple valuable forwards this time.
For sure.
And they're on the up right now. We just talked about 3 points back of first place. Why not just go all in, which they have a good team, obviously.
Yep.
And just go for a three-peat.
Well, yeah, for sure. That's what I think these 3 teams are going to do it. I think Montreal.
Tank. And then tank.
Yeah, I mean, tanking. There's no really. You can't really tank with 10 teams right now.
No.
But they're purposely will try and win for the next half decade, assuming there's 10 to 12 teams still around. But I mean, the Frost I think the biggest team that needs to go all in is the Victoire. Poulin just got hurt again. They looked horrible on that Saturday game when they're playing the Fleet when she got hurt in that first period. It just didn't look the same when, from games from prior to that third period, it just fell off the rails. They had no scoring chances whatsoever. Laura Stacey was the only, factor on that team. You got bailed out a couple times by Desbiens, but still, you have you're battling Aaron Frankel. It's hard to out-goalie the best or second best goalie.
True.
It's this is the top 2 goalies in the world.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, there is a goalie. I'll goalie her.
But you need more score. It's hard to out goalie when you're missing your best player and your scoring isn't there when you're missing your best player.
Montreal has always been a team where they haven't had the luxury of having crazy depth scoring. I think they have Abby Rock this year, and she's, I believe, right on the tail of Marie-Philippe Poulin.
Yeah.
But this Victoire team is in the race because of how solid Anne-Renee Desbiens has been, especially lately. She has been phenomenal. I believe, I was looking at her past games, and I don't think she's eclipsed over at least 2 goals, maybe even 1 in some, or maybe her last 5 games.
Yeah, they don't have, just looking down the scoring leaders as well. They have Stacey, Rock, and Poulin in the top 30.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
that's
it.
Depth, compared to the Frost, where you have Kendall Coy Schofield, who's been out for 5 or 6 games because of the injury from the Olympics.
Yeah, which
she's
sucks,
still
first
7th.
Of all.
Yeah,
I think
she's still 7th.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they're gonna do. I think they have to go all in, but it's I don't understand the thought process of the expansion when you could just win a championship.
Okay, question for you then about this Victoire team. It's actually kind of funny, but the comparison also doesn't work. I was going to compare them to the Edmonton Oilers, but yes, they do have a goalie.
Yeah, they do.
But also, to be fair, though, the Edmonton Oilers also have, Leon Draisaitl, who's the right-hand man, and Connor McDavid, 2 world-class players. Obviously, best player in the world, Marie-Philippe Poulin, best player of the world, Connor McDavid. 2 teams, The Victoire have always historically did well in the regular season.
Yeah.
Edmonton, on the flip side, not really. But still two teams that have never got over the hump.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it, but I think... Quote me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong here, but Edmonton's never been... It's hard because there's 10 or 8 teams. 10 teams? 8 teams right now? Sorry, 8 teams. Yeah. I'm tripping.
You're good.
There's only 8 teams, and I know Montreal... you know what? I think just finishing in the regular season, Montreal, finishing the top this year when they're kind of in the middle of the... I would say right now they're probably the worst out of the 3 teams at the top.
Yeah.
I think the Fleet are better, and I think Minnesota's got probably the best scoring depth. They got a good power play
absolutely.
too. Minnesota's got the best power play as well, so that's a big factor. I actually could see it. I was gonna say that the regular seasons don't really compare, but when it's inflated, when there's only 8 teams, then I could see it. But like Edmonton's third or fourth in their division right now. They might not even make the playoffs at this point with the Draisaitl injury, but that's another conversation.
Maybe we'll have a little bit later.
Yeah. There's some fun stuff.
It's going to impact some races for sure.
Yeah. All I'll say is that the Sharks could knock them out of the playoffs, and they could get their unconditional, no conditioned first overall pick or first round draft pick this year.
Okay. Wow.
It's very interesting stuff. But let's do this.
Yeah, I was about to say, let's do this, Kel.
We did some good talk there, but let's dive into it. We're talking about forwards the most, I think.
Okay, we're also going to emphasize, I think you maybe said this, but we're going to start with the PWHL. Out of the two leagues.
And then we'll do NHL after.
Yes. I was thinking we start with...
I was going to say forwards just because we brought up Poulin and a few other forwards
I was going to say rookie of the year.
Okay, let's do that.
Just because I think it's the least amount of impactful. Like, it's still a cool award, but like forward of the year, goalie of the year, defenseman of the year, Billie the game, like those are big awards. You know what I mean? Sure,
we can do that. I don't know what you have seen, but I think from what I've gathered from this year is it's a two-headed race, two-player race.
I mean, there's a couple good options. You have the first overall pick, who also is tied for the league lead in goals, in Kristina Kolkova.
Sure. I honestly, I wasn't going to include her.
Okay, cool.
I was thinking, well, you know what it is? It definitely is a 3. I think those are the top
in goals.
Yeah, sure. You know what? She probably is in there. It's a 3-headed. Like, there's 3 options. There's 3 different ways.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's inflated for her, and then Casey O'Brien, who is on New York,
Same
who's
team.
actually who was out on Saturday, did not play. She's got the most points out of any rookies this year.
Yeah.
And then I think the third one is Kendall Cooper.
Okay.
That's who I'm thinking.
Okay.
As the third one in there. She's a defenseman on Minnesota.
Yeah.
Her and May Batherson, her brother, Drake Batherson on the Sens. Those two are running power play 1 in Minnesota, top power play. Kendall Cooper's got is she behind Megan Keller for points? Got to double check this now. But she's been third pairing, not playing a gazillion minutes, but she's got a lot of points, and she's on the power play. So
okay,
let's see here. She's got.
So
13.
I'm gonna bring something up, Kel.
Yeah.
My rookie of the year is not one of the 3 that you listed.
Okay, that's very interesting.
Okay, we're about to hear who it is. My rookie of the year, I'm just gonna put it out there.
Okay.
Because screw it.
Yeah.
I have chosen from the Boston Fleet, Haley Wynn, as my rookie of the year.
Okay. She was. Oh, I did look into her, but I didn't.
And the reason is she's a defenseman, right? So obviously, if you have a defenseman, especially in the PWHL, the points aren't really going to be a factor. But she does have 10 points.
Yeah.
And she is 5th for all rookies.
She's playing beside Megan Keller as well. She's
on one of those top pairings.
This was my comparison. We'll get to defenseman later. She is she's the Devon Taves of the Cale Makar.
Okay.
That's the comparison I wrote down. So that's what I see out of those two.
I like it. Well, listen, she's 5th in points with rookies, 2nd in D-man behind the one you listed. And she is obviously on the Boston Fleet, the best team in the PWHL currently right now.
Yeah.
But the thing that sticks out to me the most is Haley Wynn actually leads the entire PWHL in time on ice per game.
Right, yes. Yes. Okay,
28 minutes a game.
Yeah.
As a rookie. You talk about value and you're playing your rookie through the stringer with 28 minutes, and she's half a point per game in a rookie season, and she's on the best team.
There you go.
Like, right-handed shot, right-handed defenseman.
Sure.
Man,
for sure.
Just the fact that she's playing 28 minutes a game on the best team in the league, playing with Megan Keller, one of the best defensemen in the league.
Yeah.
Just insane to me, man.
For sure. No, she's been good. I don't think she's on power play 2 on Boston from what I recall from watching.
Still though.
No, I'm just trying to throw some things out while I'm trying to research.
Okay,
I'm trying to see their lines. I know that she's on the top line. I'm just curious where the rest of the defensemen pair on Boston Fleet. As I pull it up here.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah, you keep going.
Sure, yeah, no. Kendall Cooper has 3 more points than her.
Yeah.
Which, I guess, as a defenseman, only 1 goal, 12 assists. I mean, Haley Wynn's got 2 goals, 8 assists. And also, I think about Kendall Cooper. I think something that made me go the way of Wynn, despite Cooper having more points, is how, I'm not going to say inflated, but we just talked about it at the top of the show. A lot of these Frost players have a bit inflated points just to how good of a power play team they are and how offensively loaded they are. Right? Kendall Cooper's got 12 assists. I would love to know how many of those are secondary assists.
I don't
know how in-depth stats they have on the PWHL, which is obviously that really sucked, man. Like I was really trying to scrape the bottom of the barrel to find some websites to get some cool stats.
Hockey Stats does not have secondary assist. I will say, compared to Kendall Cooper to Haley Wynn beats her out in expected goals as well. That's what I saw here.
Okay. Yeah, I'll repeat it again.
Haley Wynn, by the way, is a -1. Fun fact.
Yeah, but she's also playing about other teams' top competition.
Yeah, I'm just throwing some stuff out
there. As
a
rookie, she has 6 more minutes than the second rookie in time on ice. 6 more minutes a game.
Yeah. She's got 25 block shots as well. Shooting percentage doesn't really matter. Yeah. Yeah, no, she's
9th in hits.
Yeah, there you go.
The entire league in hits.
I don't know why I passed. Maybe I thought she was a year older.
That's not an entire league. That's in rookies. So
okay.
I forgot I had the rookies thing selected.
I don't know why I didn't have her. I thought she was a year older.
Second in
wrong.
rookie shots.
Yeah.
As a defenseman, ripping it. That is over a bunch of other forwards. Like Casey O'Brien is 7th in that, which is actually kind of surprising.
Yeah.
Because of the amount of points she has.
She's missed a couple games too, I believe, Casey O'Brien.
Okay.
So, she just missed the last one too. Yeah, no, you can't go wrong. I think I went a different direction. I think, so the last 2 have been forwards, mind you. I went the same way. I went defenseman. I did end up taking Kendall Cooper. I think in the end, I think Minnesota's D-core is deeper, which leads to Kendall Cooper's 13 points, 19 games. A little more miraculous. I think it means more that she's less time on ice and she's producing in that third pairing. She's on the power play with another defenseman. She is quarterbacking it, by the way. And it's the number 1 power play in the league. I believe Minnesota's power play was 4th. I don't know if I cut out there for you. They're 4th last year, so it improved. It went from 4 to 1. She just joined the team. She's fast. It's the mic. That's what it is. It's the mic that I keep touching.
Good to me.
Oh, maybe it's my headset. Audio issues, man. Okay. It caught me off guard. Where was I? Oh, frickin'! I lost my stats I had of her.
Sorry, no. I like Kendall Cooper.
Yeah.
Obviously. Like the 13 points, I just go back to the point of like the Frost are such a deep team, right? We see the top of the points are like 5 Frost out of the top 10.
Yeah,
mind you, impressive 13 points in a rookie year as a defenseman, playing 21 minutes a game too. So that's that's still very impressive too. She's getting her minutes. It's not like they're sitting her, and that honestly seems higher than a third pairing defenseman would get, unless they just evenly spread them.
Well, it's a power play time.
Yeah,
that's what
true.
it is. She's on the power play, but I mean Haley Wynn probably does beat her out in most of these stat categories. Other than points and assists, I actually would be very curious what secondary assists would be. I'm looking up here. Oh, it's per 60. Power play assists, they're both actually tied 4. So maybe Haley Wynn is on PP1, but yeah.
She also got 26 blocks, Haley Wynn.
Yeah.
I think that is second or third with all rookies. So
I don't have all the
not
rookies
afraid to
pulled
get in
up
front
on
of
here.
him. I think that's second in all rookies.
Yeah. Okay.
Just the fact that she's playing top pairing on the best team in the league.
Sure.
I think that's too valuable.
That's fair. That is fair.
Okay, let's get final thought on Rookie of the Year, and let's move on. Just because we got to keep this going.
Yeah, I said Kendall Cooper.
No, I know. I just didn't know if you had a final thought.
Oh.
Wrap it up.
I think Casey O'Brien, it sounds like she'll be out for a little bit. She's close to a point a game. The Sirens aren't as good. That doesn't help. Doesn't help her.
No, but she's getting a lot of minutes, though.
They rely on her a lot from what I've gathered, the Sirens, especially on that power play. I think if she wasn't hurt, possibly. Oh, she's not near a point. She's got 9. She's got 14 and 19. But still, expected goals are almost 4. So I think if she's out for a long time, then I think it's going to go to defenseman. But she can definitely. I think I have her over Kristina Kaltakova. But if she's in, she can keep playing. Push the Sirens through. Maybe they make a playoff, make that 4th spot. It definitely wouldn't shock me if she gets it.
Yeah, if they gave it to Colton Kova, I don't think it would surprise me. Just because she was the first overall pick, she had a lot of anticipation in joining the PWHL,
I don't think they can.
and she has a lot.
just the goals,
It's just
yeah.
the goals. That's really impressive, right? But
Yeah,
I get
that's fair.
what you mean. Okay, let's move on. Let's do goalie of the year next.
Okay.
Okay, we'll go goalie, defense, forward, Billie Jean the King.
Okay. Well, the one reason why I didn't take, another thing about going a different direction with the Rookie of the Year is, yes, Haley Wynn, Boston Fleet. Boston Fleet just might run the table on awards. I'm going Erin Frankel for goaltender of the year. I think this is her year. Did she win it last year? I could be wrong.
Erin Frankel,
Or was it Debian?
I think it was Debian.
Okay. So I think it's Erin Frankel's time. Let me pull up my goalie stats. Are you going Debian or Frankel, or are you going for the Frost goalie?
Do you want me to tell you? You want me to give you my answer?
It might make it easier.
I think it's straight up. I think it's Erin Frankel.
Yeah,
I think the improvement from the Boston Fleet from missing the playoffs last year to being the first ranked team this year in the PWHL.
Yeah.
Like her numbers are so impressive. Mind you, Anne Renee Debian's numbers are just as impressive, if not slightly better. Erin Frankel, 1.38 goals against average, 0.945 save percentage. And those stats are also with 3 more games played than Anne Renee Debian. And you know what? Those stats I just listed are maybe a little different because those do not include the game that just ended literally half an hour ago.
Yeah,
but only 2 goals.
Yeah.
Only 2 goals. So still keeping it light. I just think the impact that Frankel has provided to the Fleet to bring them to a new stratosphere of level when the Fleet, like, they're not a crazy offensive team. Their first player in points is a defenseman. And I think that speaks volumes.
Yeah.
Like, she's only got, tonight was her 3rd regulation loss in the entire season.
Yeah.
3rd regulation loss. I think there's 2 losses overtime or shootout. Other than that, they're all wins.
Right. Yeah, she's 13 wins compared to Debian's 11. I guess 14, or no, she lost. Yeah, so 13. I have my stats from before that game happened. 4 shutouts. Debian has 4 shutouts as well. Like you mentioned, Debian does squeak past her and goals against average and save percentage just by a little bit. Expected goals saved. Expected on ice goals saved above expected. She is actually better than Debian, but she's also played more. She's faced more shots, but it's the game.
Still comes out of the games.
Yeah. So I'm forgetting there's still another game in hand. But I think it's going to come down to whoever wins the regular season whatever trophy that we'll get to later.
Yeah.
I don't think they have a name for that, but I think it's going to come down to that. I think the Fleet are going to take it. I think the fact that Poulin being out might affect Debian's numbers. Like she might Victoire might give up more goals because Poulin's out. If she's going to be out long term or not, we'll see what happens. I think they should just sit Poulin at this point. There's no point. They're going to make the playoffs. So
True.
But I think that could affect. And remember, it's predicting we still got like 10 games 12 games left.
Yeah, about 11 or 10, yeah.
So my guess is that Montreal is going to fall a little bit. That's what I think.
Okay.
But, I think it's a coin flip right now if you're to hand it out, because the numbers do reflect ABM being better. Sure, Frankel's got 2 more wins, but Frankel's on the best team right now.
That's what I'm saying. It's also just like where these teams were last year and where they are this year.
Yeah.
Like the Victoire were first last year, and Renee Desbiens was fantastic. She won goaltender of the year. Frankel has brought this team to a new level, and if the Fleet are going to continue out and finish where they are, it's going to be because of her. And the reason the Fleet are where they are today is because of Aaron Frankel.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the other option would have been Nicole Hensley of.
I don't think there's any.
Well, no. Nicole Hensley and Maddie Rooney both are like tandem. You can make an argument for one of those two, but the numbers aren't there. So it's really those two at the end. Like there's no other option. That's what I'm trying to get at here.
Yeah.
No other option for goaltender of the year. So.
Okay, let's move on. Now you mentioned who you think will win the regular season. Are we going to discuss that, or is that like an award?
I was just going to say, like, I was thinking we could just predict. Predict who's going to win.
Okay,
like it's a three-headed race.
Let's go to that then. Who do you have again? You said
I'm going Fleet.
The Boston Fleet. Okay, I'm going to go with the Minnesota Frost.
Okay.
And the reason is they're 7-3 in their last 10 games.
Yeah.
And Caleb, all of their 3 losses came to Marie-Philippe Poulin in the Montreal Victoire.
Huh.
And now, as you mentioned, Poulin could be out for some time.
Yeah.
And now they also have, out of the 3 teams, I kind of went through their remaining schedules, and it looks like Minnesota might have a slight edge easy-wise. They play Boston twice. Those will be fantastic games. And they play Montreal once. Obviously, I just mentioned the team that's beat them in the last 10 games 3 times have been Montreal. And they only play them once. Okay. They're right now at their peak. Their scores are hot. Yeah. They're scoring at wills. And I think they'll just ride out the season and edge out Boston and Montreal.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, the Frost play a different kind of style of game compared to the Fleet and the Victoire. They give up more goals, but they also score. They've got the most goals in the league, right? So, the difference is 10, but they've only played 20 games, so I think that is a little bit of a difference for goals against, and then goals for it's even higher. It's like 12. Yeah. So, I think the fact that they play a more north-south, like give up chances to get chances kind of way probably does benefit them in the regular season right now. What I've seen from the Fleet, though, I think the way that they play in their style, they're not going to give up much chances. I don't have the schedule right in front of me of who's playing what at the end.
They're pretty even, but I just went through because I just looked at the big 3 teams, and I really wanted to look at how many times they play Montreal in the final 10 games, and they only play them once. So I just think, they're like their scorers are so top end right now. Taylor Heisey, 21 points in 19 games, leads the entire league. Like, there's obviously we mentioned 5 Frost in the top 10 scorers. So and if Kendall coins Schofield, I don't know you remember the timeline on Schofield?
It's long. It was long term as of the Olympics.
All right.
We didn't get a date unless I missed something that trickled out the past few days.
Yeah.
After the Olympics, it was just long term injury reserve, whatever they put her on. So we don't know what that's going to look like if she comes back and she's feeling good, which they're not going to rush her. No. But if she's back, then that could definitely affect and help.
Absolutely.
100%. Well, 7th in scoring, and she's missed already 4 games compared to everyone else. That will be a big factor. There's 10 games left. If she gets, let's say she gets 5, will that impact the last 5 games enough? They could just win out too. I don't know. I don't know what they do there. I'm saying Fleet. I just think right now they also have a win. They've played an extra game just because of the Scepter's loss today, but I'm gonna give it to the Fleet, I think.
All right.
So, we'll see. I guess the Fleet have got, is it 32 this year? So the Fleet have got 12 games. The Frost have got 13 games left.
Okay.
Maybe it's 30. I don't know.
I think it might be 30, but who knows?
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on.
It was 30 last year. I don't know.
All right.
Whatever.
So we did goalie of the year. We just did season winner. Let's do defenseman of the year.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
I am going with Megan Keller of the Boston Fleet.
Yeah, this one's a no-doubter.
All right, good. 15 points in 19 games. First for all defensemen. 11th in overall player scoring. And she just plays such an overall rounded game. 8th in hits. 3rd in time on ice. 2nd on her team, trailing the rookie Haley Wynn.
Yeah.
Interesting. But she's also first on time on ice per game. She missed a couple games, so that's why.
Yeah.
She's also first in power play goals. So she also dices up on the power play. And for a team like the Fleet, where their top scorer is a defenseman, which is Megan Keller, you need someone to step up in the power play. And the fact she's doing it all, playing top pairing minutes on the best team in the league, shutting down the other team's best lines, but still able to produce offense, easy.
Yeah.
Easy defenseman of the year.
Yeah, the 6 goals do really help. She leads the defenseman in goals and scoring. Yeah, I think it's a no-doubter. No-doubter. I think this one's pretty much locked up. As I pull up defenseman scoring just to see what other comparisons we have. I guess she's 2 points back. Claire Thompson's there, but Megan Keller does everything, man. She can do anything. Yeah. She's playing a gazillion minutes. Like you said, she's leading. She's behind she's behind Haley Wynn in time on ice, but that's an unbelievable feat.
Yeah, they play so many. They both of them play so many minutes.
Yeah.
So that's good. How good of a tandem they are.
Yeah. Expected goals, 3.7. Yeah. Pretty much everything is in her favor.
Yeah, it's just because a lot of defensemen have dropped off. Like Wares, like Renata Fast has only had 8 points this year. Obviously, last year's reigning defenseman of the year.
Yeah.
And she's not putting up the numbers that she recently produced, and the Scepters aren't a good team either.
For sure.
Which is probably the reason why.
Yeah.
Trouble putting the puck in the back of the net. Sophie Jakes is someone who I think led all defensemen last year in points. I think it was in points. And the fact she's on a new team, right? New atmosphere. We've seen visibly on the standings how much these new expansion teams have struggled.
Yeah.
Both last and second last. She's having trouble finding her footing. And Claire Thompson only at 10 points. There hasn't been a defenseman who has really taken over easily to the points race, and Megan Keller's the closest thing to it. So,
yeah, I think there's really nobody else you can look at. I think she's clear cut number one. I think she's got to keep it up with the scoring, but like to see all around play already gives her an edge compared to pretty much everyone else playing at that high level, playing that much time on ice. Hasn't had any injury troubles, just doing well. Like there's no complaints, and I think this one's pretty much a lock if she can just keep moving forward and don't fall off a cliff on the scoring end, and you're fine.
I think although she will, she's a rock.
Yeah,
she won't have much trouble just gliding out the rest of the regular season, doing exactly what she's doing here today.
Right.
Although they get shut out today, so
yeah, that's true.
Close game though, good defensive game, as we mentioned, 0-0 going into the third period. So just sometimes you can't buy one. Okay, let's move on to forward of the year.
Yep.
And
all right.
Who do you got, Kel?
I'm gonna go with this one. Was the hardest one.
I agree. I can agree with that.
You can't just look at the point category because like at the last two award winners, it was Spooner and Poulin. Poulin was she 6th in scoring last year? I could be wrong. She wasn't at the top.
She was up there though.
She wasn't at the top.
No.
Maybe she was 5.
I think Hillary Knight finished with the most points last year.
So you can't just look at that.
No.
As I quickly pull up these last things again. And then also one last fun fact, Megan Keller had 3 points against the Victoire the other day. That was my last stat I didn't get out.
Nice.
Yeah, my internet's slower. Here we go. You can't just look at the points. I don't know what Spooner's points were in the first year, but Poulin is, although she's got the unbelievable scoring, she is an unbelievable two-way player still. Same with Spooner. They're playing top minutes. I think for this award, you have to be playing top minutes on your team. So you look at Taylor Heisey, and you wonder she's on the second line on Minnesota. She's leading right now with 21 points in 19 games. She's the only only one above a point a game. If we're just looking at a minimum of 15 games or something like that, and I guess Kendall Coyne Schofield.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough. It's tough for the forward, but I am gonna just go with, I think, the player that's executing on the second line. I think I'm gonna go a different direction what the last two voters were.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor Heisey's elevated two players that aren't the top of their game. I know Kendall Coyne Schofield's been on that first line, so ever since she's been out, she's been picking up the scoring. Number one power play in the league. I'm gonna go Taylor Heisey as the winner of the forward of the year.
Interesting. I mean, I like it. I do. I'm going to say it. I didn't go with her. Yeah. And obviously she leads the league in points. And I understand what you're saying, that she's elevated some names like Kelly Panic, although Kelly Panic is always, she's a beast. She's a beast. Yeah. Berta Curl Salim also up there, and just a couple like the Frost are dominating the points. We've said it over and over. And Taylor Heisey, we've seen the skill of her many times in the international stage. She's been in this conversation on a negative side for the last 55 episodes. Yeah, we've recorded, and she's showing that she's a world-class player. And with her on the Frost, they're still always going to be in the running. And so I like that. And I went a different direction. And in fact, I just heard a piece of news which does kind of hurt my point. But I'm going to stick with it still. See what happens, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
See what happens. Let's do it. I'm going with back-to-back forward of the year, Marie-Philippe Poulin.
It's possible. We'll see what happens.
And it goes back to the point which you were talking about when we got into this forward of the year conversation. Two-way player.
Yeah.
Also,
Sixth
another big reason,
right now.
6th in scoring. But I think the big thing is we talked about the scoring depth of the Victoire, how it's not always there.
Yeah.
Abby Rock's right there, 2 points back of her with 15. But other than that, it kind of drops off a cliff. And with this team needs somebody, it's always been Marie-Philippe Poulin. And the race, obviously, to the final game of the regular season, with Poulin out, I don't know how long it's going to be. And that was the piece of news I was talking about. I don't know if I was aware that she
left the game and did not return.
Okay.
I think the thing is that she shouldn't be playing, it sounds like.
Okay.
She should not be. She's too hurt to play right now.
Okay.
But she's playing.
But if we know anything about Marie-Philippe Poulin, especially with how tight the race is right now to get into those top 2 spots, I think she'll come back and she's going to finish out the season like a beast. We've seen it many times in the past that I think to these teams, you look at a player on each team, and I still think Marie-Philippe Poulin is the most valuable player to her team, and she's on the top team with 36 points in the Montreal Victoire. The Victoire are not where they are today. I think Anne-Renee Desbiens, first of all, is their MVP.
Yeah.
But a very close second is Marie-Philippe Poulin. And I think the combination of those two players have willed this team to stay relevant and have a great shot at the playoffs this year.
Okay. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Poulin. And forward of the year, yes, she's in the same position as she was last year. She's near the top, two-way kind of game. Scoring depth isn't all there. Like you said, the Frost compared to the Fleet and the Victoire, it's just different, right? The Frost score way more goals. Victoire don't. And a good chunk of that, how many, we can do this math right now. How many goals does Poulin have?
Poulin has nine.
9, and they've scored 48 goals. So that's like, what's the math there? That's 20% of their goals?
Pretty much, yeah. Just under, yeah. Or maybe exactly, yeah.
That's a big percent.
That's what I'm saying, yes.
Like, you can't go wrong.
No. And obviously the PWHL and all voting, when you talk about MVP caliber, typically goes to the top of the points.
Yeah.
And Poulin is still there. But even if I think she has to stay in at least the top 10, depending on the injury, to win.
Okay.
And we'll see how long she's held out for.
She might not be yelled at all.
No,
she just missed the what. She just didn't play after she left.
But still, this injury could stagger. And we knew Polen, she's going to want to play, especially down the stretch. But if this Montreal team can sneak into the top 2 and she's still producing it the way she is, I think she's easily the most valuable player to her team in the entire PWHL.
Yeah, for sure. That's a good point. So are you saying MVP as well?
Well, we'll get to that.
Okay. A few other things. Taylor Heisey, as a day of recording this, March 17th, it is her birthday.
Oh, wow.
Fun fact, I did not know that
happy
when I pulled up
birthday,
their
Taylor
Twitter.
Heisey.
Did not know that I pulled up their
cool
Twitter
fact.
to find some lineups.
Cool fact.
I think, one last thing on Heisey, as I was just trying to fact check this. You mentioned Kelly Panic. She is the number one. She's the number 1 C on Minnesota. They are not playing on the same line.
Oh, wow.
And from what I've seen, Kelly Panic has been on Kendall Coyne Schofield and Britta Curl Salame's line for pretty much the entire stretch. And obviously Schofield got hurt.
Yeah.
I think when you look at Grace Zumwinkel and Abby Hustler, who they're good players, they're not producing at the same rate as the first 2 I mentioned. I think Heisey playing with those 2, I think over a point a game, I think that brings a lot to the team. It's tough because I don't have the time and ice of all these players. It'd be too hard to find.
And you know what? To be
now.
fair, I'm just looking at Taylor Heisey's points right now. She is nowhere to be seen on power play goals or power play assists, which I actually think helps her case.
Oh, really? Oh,
5 on 5.
Maybe I missed it.
You see 21. You see 21 points.
Yeah.
And it has me thinking, okay, a lot of these are probably on the power play.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like they're not.
No.
She's also,
and they're the best power play too.
She also leads the league in plus minus.
Yeah. It's hard. Yeah. The Kendall Coyne Schofield injury also, that brings Katie Knoll up to her line. So she's just she's elevating a player. She lost a line mate, gains a new line mate. Somebody that's not playing in the top 6. I think that's another factor. I mean, it's only 4 games that Coyne Schofield's missed, but
okay.
There's a few other notes that I have.
And you know what? I think if Coyne Schofield wasn't injured,
it might be a different story.
I think she would have won Forward of the Year.
Yeah, it's a good possibility. The way she was producing at the start of the year, for sure.
That's what I was going to bring up. I think she would have won Forward of the Year, dude. She was plus 13.
As a winger, too.
I think she would have won MVP.
Yeah.
Billie Jean King. I think she would have won Billie Jean King award.
Okay.
Plus
and
13.
She's a captain as well.
That's what I'm saying. She was phenomenal out the gates in her first 15 games. Comes down with an injury, which just sucks.
So it must be... So she was put on LTIR February 19th, Kendall Coyne Schofield, which means she wouldn't be eligible to join the lineup until March 13th, which was Thursday, Friday. So she might be out longer than we're expecting. Yeah. There's not enough coverage on this, so I really don't know when she's coming back. I don't know. I really don't know when she'll be back.
All right.
I think if she's out longer, I think Heisey will have more runway just to take it.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
and also it helps Heisey because obviously, you get rid of your captain and one of the most talented players in the world.
Yeah.
And Kendall Coyne Schofield, and someone's got to step up. And young Heisey has just taken over points wise. Someone's got to take over the points, right? And that's exactly what Heisey's done. Okay, let's move on to the prime PWHL award, the Billie Jean King MVP. Now, it's probably, Caleb.
It comes down to three different players.
3 players. Okay, that's what I was trying to get at. Okay, cool. Caleb, I'll reveal mine first. I think this year, in 2026, the Billie Jean King PWHL MVP award will go to a goaltender. And I think Aaron Frankel will be this year's Billie Jean King MVP recipient.
Wow. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. I thought you would have went with a skater. Sure. That caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting that. We don't need to do the entire goaltending talk again. The only thing I'll just say mine, I think, will make the conversation easier. I am going to go with Megan Keller, first defenseman, to win it.
Okay.
I just think the fact that Megan Keller, I think, is the furthest separator from the next defenseman, where you have a two-headed monster and the goalies, and then the forwards that you can kind of still go either way.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. I'm not saying she doesn't deserve it. but it's like you could still make the argument: is she the best goalie in the league?
I think she is.
I think she is
Absolutely.
too. But like, you can't say that with 100% confidence.
And you know
you
what?
have a two-headed monster.
So the thing is, when I was making my list, I had Megan Keller written down from the get-go as my MVP. And then actually, the funny thing is that changed my mind. Is I through some of these, I actually looked at sports books to see where they had certain players placed at, because I feel like obviously they have a bit of inside information or something. You know, they look at the stats and they try to make the odds as accurate as possible. And the thing that turned me away from Megan Keller is she was like 15th in MVP possibilities. And I was like, first of all, what is this?
Yeah, that's interesting.
That's
crazy.
That's what flipped. That's what completely changed my mind. And when I was explaining my defense,
like maybe it's because maybe it's because no defenseman's won, but it's only been 2 years.
I don't know. I really don't know why that was. And so, listen, if it's not Erin Frankel, which I still think she makes a fantastic argument, then I think it will be Megan Keller. Because actually, when I was explaining all the reasons why she should win Defenseman of the Year, it was because I had all of her stats because I wrote her down for the MVP award.
Right. Okay.
But I'm going to go with Erin Frankel for all the reasons we talked about. And I think, honestly, this one might make more sense just because of how impactful she was, especially out the gates.
Okay.
When the season started, Erin Frankel was undeniable.
Sure.
No one could beat her in the entire league. And the Boston Fleet jumped right to the top of the standings.
Yep.
And then what happened? Confidence built.
Yep.
This team, they start playing like a number one team because they have confidence from their netminder. And Erin Frankel, yes, you could say, and Renee Desbiens, I think is right there. I think this is the year of the goalie. It's going to go to Desbiens or it's going to go to Frankel because these two netminders are putting up the best numbers we've ever seen in the PWHL.
Okay, I'm glad you specified that it's going to be one of the goalies because at first you made it sound like it's going to be Frankel or Keller, but no, I think the way you're going, it has to be a goalie with that mindset. I think it's tough. I need to now I'm curious what the goals or the scoring were for last year for defensemen. What did Renata Fast have? I'm just curious at this point.
Yeah.
I think the two-way game of Megan Keller and Renata Fast are pretty close. Mm-hmm. From this year of Megan Keller to Fast last year. Fast had 22 points in 30 games. Fast only had 6 goals in 30 games. Keller's got 6 right now, and she's still got 10 to go. It is 30 games in a regular season. I did look that up. I'm going to go Keller. I think I wonder, since the Fleet are also in a cushy spot, I don't know if it helps anybody's argument or hurts anybody's argument, but I think Keller's playing all 30. Frankel might be. Frankel's played 7 or 18 out of a possible 20.
Okay.
Is she gonna do you think she's got it locked up if she's got 4? If she sits 4 to the next 4 to the next 9 games?
No, she will not sit 4. That's half the games.
Even if they got it locked up.
No, she'll keep playing for sure.
Okay.
Because especially with the loss tonight, that first spot is not locked up whatsoever.
But do they care that much?
I think they do. Only 4 teams make
it.
The
last 2 years, it was the worst team.
True.
The worst 2 teams made it to the final.
True. But you're not going to purposely try to lose games or try to be mediocre late in the season.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around. Okay, so mind you here, Desbiens won last year. I don't know if there was a little bit of an injury in there. Mm-hmm. So she did only play 21 games. Erin Frankel played 23. From my memory, I don't think Frankel's ever hurt. So 23. Maybe she plays 25. So I guess there's 3 out of 9 off, which I guess makes sense. I don't know. I can't remember off the top of my head when Montreal had it wrapped up for the regular season.
Yeah.
I think from memory, I think they did have it wrapped up a few games before, or pretty darn close. Yeah. It was more I feel like it was more for second and third. That's what teams are playing for. I'm curious how many games she plays.
I just think she's kept.
I'm curious.
The Fleet have been in so many close games because of her. She only has 3 regulation losses. Yeah. 3 regulation losses on a team that missed the playoffs last year.
Yeah, that's fair. And it makes sense. It comes down to what we think is going to happen in the next 10 games. And if Frankel isn't as good, Megan Keller's probably not as good either, right? So it's an interesting argument.
See, yeah.
So I don't know. It's interesting, but they could also play more like the Frost and score more goals. So I don't know. I think it's very interesting, and we'll see what the next 10 games bring.
But I do agree on the Megan Keller pull. I just wanted to make that clear.
Like, I think it's gonna be a Frost.
If it's going to be a skater, it's her.
Yeah, I think so.
I
don't think you can give it to a forward this year. Scoring is lower than last year, which is insane. Mm-hmm. So there's only like 2 players a point above a point a game, which is insane. It's insane work. All
right. So the last, there is one more
there's
award.
2. Oh, well, award and then the winner.
Walter Cup.
Winner. I would like to do
the winner. Okay, cool. Coach of the year.
This one's pretty much a lock. It's got to be Chris Spare.
I was thinking I got the same guy right now.
We've talked enough about the Fleet. I don't think there's much more. He came in. This is the first year on the Fleet. He turned this team around.
Brought them to the playoffs. Yeah. Number 1 seed. So
exactly. I should have done more background check on what I'm assuming he's an NCAA coach for a while, but
first year in the league. So good for him.
Never played in the NHL. A lot of ECHL action. That's all I know from Chris Spare from the top of my head. And Walter Cup. Let's hear yours first.
All right, cool.
I think this might be a board. Like we did we've featured a lot of same things. I'm curious if we have the same one here.
All right, Walter Cup. Fans are upset because it's only been in Minnesota, and it will stay in Minnesota for a 3rd straight year.
Okay.
It's the Minnesota Frost will use their experience in playing in championship-winning scenarios and win their 3rd straight with Kendall Coyne-Schofield back in the lineup.
Okay. I don't mind it. It's hard. It's hard to do Walter Cup just because the Frost were the fourth seed to get in the first year, and then were they the 3rd seed to get in the next year. Ottawa Charge were the 4th seed last year. They squeaked in over the Fleet. Like, it's hard. It's hard because it's only a 2-rounder. It's a 5-game series in the final. It's hard, but I'm gonna change. I'm flipping the script. I don't think the Minnesota Frost are gonna win this year. I think it's Poulin didn't win the Olympics, didn't win the World Championship earlier. This is her time. It's her time. They only got a few years left to win a Walter Cup. I think this is it. I don't know what's gonna happen at this trade deadline. I hope they add something. Add some depth scoring, fill her shoes, and she's playing those playoffs no matter what. That's a lock. So I'm going Poulin. She's not losing this year. She lost the last 2 years. This is it.
Okay.
We still got 10 games, but I'm going Montreal Victoire.
Okay. Hey, no love for the Boston Fleet here.
I don't.
And you know what?
No experience.
We talk about adding though.
Yeah.
Jesse Aldridge just gets added.
Yep.
She's like
10th in scoring.
3rd on the team in scoring, 17th in the league.
Oh, 17th this year. Okay. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what the Fleet. Oh yeah, for sure. They got to go.
It's ambitious. Yeah.
They got to go in here. I'm very curious what this trade deadline will bring, if anything. So I don't think
hopefully
there'll be
some
much
fun stuff.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard.
I hope, especially the Fleet. Maybe if they can add something else, and of course Montreal. I think they need a depth scorer too. It would be nice, but we'll see. Okay. We'll see what they do. Obviously, no draft picks are being moved, so it's very hard.
True. All right, Caleb, that will wrap up our PWHL awards. Do you want to recap real quick, or do you want?
Yeah, sure, we can do
that. All right,
that.
cool. So I'll start. Rookie of the Year, Haley Wynn. Coach of the Year, Chris Spare. Goalie of the Year, Aaron Frankel. Season winner, Minnesota. And Walter Cup champion, Minnesota.
Yeah.
Defenseman of the Year, Megan Keller. Forward of the Year, Marie-Philippe Plain. And Billie Jean King, PWHL MVP, Aaron Frankel.
There you go. I have Coach of the Year, Chris Spare. Kendall Cooper is my Rookie of the Year. Aaron Frankel, Goaltender of the Year. Megan Keller, Defender of the Year. Forward of the Year, Taylor Heisey. Billie Jean King is Megan Keller. My regular season winner is the Boston Fleet. And the winner, the Walter Cup, is the Montreal Victoire.
Okay.
There you have it.
All right, let's move over to the NHL, where we have a plentiful of different awards to go through here.
Yeah, this is a longer list.
It absolutely is a longer list. We'll have to go through a little bit faster than we went through the PWHL.
There's not going to be, we do not need to talk much about the GM of the Year. I think it's a stupid award.
Do you want to start with the GM of the Year?
Yeah, let's get the GM and the Jack Adams out of the way.
All right, cool. All right,
just to get them out of the way, and then we'll focus on players after. I think it makes it easier.
All right.
Do the GM first because I think we probably have the same one.
Maybe.
But the GM of the year is so random. It's so hard, and it's decided after the second round of the playoffs. I think that's the twist that they have for the GM compared to any other award, and the GMs vote on it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So
is it Jim Neal? Jim.
He won it last year in Dallas.
Last 3 years.
Last 3 years for Dallas. Is he on Dallas?
He is on Dallas. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna get another game. I'm going a different way. I'm going with a central team that is not the Dallas Stars this year, and I'm going to go the GM of the Minnesota Wild, the GM of the USA Hockey, even though it doesn't matter. I'm going to go Bill Guerin. Quinn Hughes trade puts him over the edge. They had a couple depth scorers. I mean, it's an odd award to give out, but I'm going to go Bill Guerin. Okay. I don't know how they vote, but
that's okay. I'm going to go also with another central team. I'm going Chris McFarland of the Colorado Avalanche.
That's fair.
Just because he's on the GM of the best team in the league. He also just Nazem Kadri was a big ad during the deadline. Brings him back, and Nick Waugh. I think they had a good deadline, and they're a great team. So they're just continuing to do what they do. So
yeah, they're the best team.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Nothing. I was gonna say I like your pick too.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a central team. That's
for sure.
Like a central team's gonna move on to the conference finals, right? So I would.
Yes.
I think I'm taking a little bit of a risk going Bill Guerin because if they lose in the first round, I'm a little screwed because I think then you might look at Dallas or Colorado, assuming Colorado beats up on the wild card 2 team that's in the playoffs. But I mean, I think Wild, like it's 50-50 right now, Wild Stars. But if the Wild win, I think it's pretty much locked up. If they win the first round, I think it's going to be locked up.
That's going to be a great series.
It's going to be great. Yeah,
people complaining about going back to a 1-8 seed so they'll have to play in the first round. But it is what it is, I guess, with the schedule.
It's crazy. Yeah. And I mean, they're not that none of those teams are that far out from catching Colorado either. I think Dallas was 3 points behind for, I don't know if, as of today or a few days ago, but they're all pretty close. So we'll see what happens there. You said Chris McFarland?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
All right, let's go to the Jack Adams.
This one's a lock of the locks.
This one is a lock of the locks? Yeah. Okay, I actually have 2 that I think could be in the running for this.
Oh. I
think I know the one you went, so let's hear who you have first.
I think this it's insane that this guy is not won the Jack Adams at all. It's miraculous. It's miraculous, and the Jack Adams, I think the voting and why people vote for coaches in the end is stupid. Should just be the best coach. This guy's been the best coach in the NHL for close to a decade. I'm going to go John Cooper. I think it's about time he wins a Jack Adams. Second best team in the East right now. There's a bunch nobody had super high expectations for this team coming into this and into the season. Sure, they're supposed to make the playoffs, but I don't think we're expecting this. Vasilevsky had a great start, but now he's starting to fall a little bit. Come this past couple months, and they're still keeping up, man. So Carolina did pass them a couple days ago, but still.
Okay. Interesting. I also was swaying between 2. Okay. And you said you have one guy taking it off and away. And you go through all these.
You know what? Buffalo also did just pass them.
You go through all these different reasons. Top team in the East. Didn't have too many expectations. Lindy Ruff, man, brings this team from the depths of hell to the top of the Eastern Conference, and you say it's a no-doubter for John Cooper?
Lindy Ruff's been around for a couple of years now in Buffalo. A year at least.
But it's coach of the year, not coach of the last 5 years.
I know. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that John Cooper is the best coach this year. He's turned a team.
Listen,
come on. I think Buffalo's a great team, and I love every second of them.
Yeah.
This team should have been good for the past 2 or 3 years, and I know they had bad coaching. I know the GM swap. I don't think that really means much, but it clearly did. Mm-hmm. It's just the players started to show up, man, and Alex Tuch's leaving. That helps too.
Or did they change something in the coaching, the way to deploy the players? I wrote down some stats. Buffalo, despite where they are, they're 17th in the league in Corsi. 17th in the league in expected goals, 7th in the league in goals above average, 17th in the league in expected goal differential, 9th actually in goal differential, and 2nd in goals for. They have some stats that definitely caters to the top because they are a top team in the NHL, But Caleb, do you think that maybe part of the Buffalo Sabres is they're just on such a heater right now, where the narrative and the mindset is so positive that they're finding ways to win games?
Sure, but I don't think that's on just the coaches. I think that their team is. I think on paper their team is better than Tampa Bay.
Okay.
I think.
Interesting.
I know that Tampa Bay's got the best player out of any of those
So
out of those two teams.
I just compared them to Tampa. Tampa is fourth in expected goals, fifth in Corsi, fourth in expected goal differential, 12th in expected goals for, and they're just they're like top 5 in a lot of different categories. Mm-hmm. And they've had some injuries. Obviously, Brandon Point was out for a bit. Cirelli was out for a little bit. Their decor is aging, but they still find a way. And
same with Tampa though.
No, I was talking about
sorry,
Tampa.
Sorry,
I was talking about Tampa.
I thought you meant No, they both. Well, I mean, both teams find a way. I think the coaching. I think it helps me that John Cooper's never won it, and I think that is a storyline, and people. It's as crazy it is. People vote into storylines.
Okay, but hold up though. I would definitely argue that the bigger storyline is the Buffalo Sabres finally making the playoffs and being a top team in the Eastern Conference.
It's hard.
A bigger story.
It's hard. Like Victor Hedman's been injured. Braden Point's been injured. Like this team has been deflated. Brandon Hagel's been out for a good chunk as well.
So I thought going into this conversation, you were for sure going to go with Lindy Ruff.
No.
And I was going to argue it was going to be John Cooper.
I think John Cooper's pretty darn close to lock still.
Okay. I'm thinking of those voters, man. And you know what's in their head? This Buffalo Sabres team has found a way, after starting the season terribly, was going to seem like another tank year, potentially, a mediocre season.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, a snap of a finger and a GM change, you're at the top of the Eastern Conference.
Okay, here's my last question.
All right.
So Lindy Ruff was the head coach last year of the Buffalo Sabres for all 82 games. So he was hired in the offseason before. Mm-hmm. They did not make the playoffs. They had 36 wins, so it wasn't close. They're under 500. This year they've turned it around. They've already got 41 wins. How does a coach of the year? No, I'm not bashing him or anything. I'm just curious. What does a coach have to do to flip the team and then ultimately win Coach of the Year?
Well,
because he was a head coach last year. I don't think much changed. Am I wrong? JJ Peterka was shipped out.
I think the entire mindset changed. Josh Norris was added to the team. Dylan Cousins was subtracted.
Sure, I mean that's not a big.
That's a big move. That's a big.
He's played 30 games.
I think it's a bigger move than JJ Peterka, but.
I mean, Josh Dona's been good.
That
might have been 2 years ago, though.
I think listen, the mentality of this team from last year to this year is night and day. And that's from a head coach instilling in their players day in, day out about how to play the game. And you know what? This Buffalo team has probably been tried for so many years now to hammer down different values, different motivational pieces, and nothing has stuck. Until now, Lindy Ruff has found a way to get this team to play the hockey they need to play to find themselves where they are today. And yes, you could definitely argue, and this is definitely a huge factor, that Buffalo's had the pieces for a while now, and they're finally putting it all together. But I think it takes a talented coach to discover and reveal the talent of the players they have on their team.
Sure.
Got to place the players in specific areas for them to find success.
Now, my last question here. Sorry, I have another one. Would John Cooper be able to do that if he just magically went to the Buffalo Sabres last year?
I mean,
I think he might. Lindy Ruff's had an interesting tenure. I think it's more of the players.
But it's a year. It's a single year. You're right. Of course, John Cooper.
This is why I think the coach of the year
probably
is
the most legendary head coach. Easily the most legendary head coach.
Never will win coach of the year.
But I think and the odds right now.
It's just a Victor Hedman and Braden Point injuries.
The odds right now.
Kill them.
Lindy Ruff, -280. Quite favored.
That's insane.
John Cooper +250.
Didn't they run? Let me see here. Didn't they run? Don't they usually run NHL.com? Oh, here we go. March 9. So this is okay. This was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Less.
They run their thing every quarter. They're voting. Right now, John Cooper's at 58. Lindy Ruff at 50.
That's close.
That is pretty close. Wow. John Cooper has 11 first place votes. So how many votes are there? I don't know. That's only 8 points, which that's like if one fifth place. Oh no, because a fifth place and a fourth place. I don't know, but that's pretty darn close. Like, yeah,
it's very close.
What is John Cooper at right now on their odds?
250 plus 250.
Wow. I'm not a betting man, but I'd still go Cooper. But one last fun fact about Buffalo that I saw the other day. You know NHL Edge, and they track their speeds.
Yes.
Just guess who has the highest speed burst in the NHL era. I think this is dating back to 2022. Did you see this?
No, I wasn't on NHL Edge today, though.
You just wonder, you think, there's some pretty fast players out there. You got like Connor McDavid. You've got Cale Makar, Nathan McKinnon. Mm-hmm. The previous mark was set by Miles Wood. Now there's a Buffalo Sabre that just broke it.
Is it Ryan McLeod?
No. It's a player that you would never expect.
Oh.
A player that is 6'3", 210 pounds.
Okay, who is it?
Beck Malenstein.
Wow.
Living legend. Washington Capitals legend, by the way.
For him.
Yeah, I just broke it. That was a random stat that I knew. Shout out Beck Malenstein. 66 games, 11 points. -4, though. Ouch. Yeah. Man, shout out Rasmus Dahlin. Could be up there for Norris.
Yeah, potentially.
See.
All right, let's move on to, how about we do this Selke, which is an interesting one.
Okay.
Kinda. I found it hard. Out of all of the, listen, I did my research on all of these, on a lot of these.
On betting odds?
No. Like I got my stats and everything like that.
Yeah.
Actually, the Selke wasn't even on the betting odds.
Okay.
I think there's two players that stuck out.
Yeah.
Nico Hischier, as well as Nick Suzuki. Mm-hmm. I want to hear you have. I know Hischier has been in the running for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
He has constantly been a force on the defensive end.
Yeah, I think this one's pretty. You compare to the two. Sure, the defensively they're probably pretty darn close. I would think. I think Nick Suzuki probably is better defensively. Mm-hmm. You look at scoring. What's Nico Hischier at scoring? I don't have his stats up right now. It's not close to Nick Suzuki. Mm-hmm. Nick Suzuki is well over a point a game. He is on a team that's going to make the playoffs. Nico Hischier is not on a team that's going to make the playoffs. So I'm going to go with Nick Suzuki as my Selke winner. And I think he's just going to keep it up for the next, how many games? 18 games left? 15 games left?
So I also went Nick Suzuki, so glad we agree. I mean, I don't know how much the fact of, like, the points obviously don't play much of a factor because it's defensive player.
Yeah. Well, no, you still have to be prominent.
Yeah, for sure.
You have to play a prominent role on your team. You have to have a good.
Nico Hischier plays a prominent role on the New Jersey Devils.
Yeah, I mean,
he is a player that they trust in every single zone.
Yeah, same with Nick Suzuki. Nick Suzuki is doing all that plus producing more. I think that gives him the edge. It is a defensive stat, but you still have to look at production the other way.
I mean, do you?
Yes, because then you're just going to give it a fourth liner.
I don't know if that's true though, because you also look at who your level of competition you're being put out against. But I will agree. Nick Suzuki actually
that's a stat out there.
Nick Suzuki actually does start 21% of his shifts in the neutral zone, which is very high for a forward. That is 8th. That is ranked 8th. He starts 17% of shifts in the offensive zone, 13% in the defensive zone. That's the reason I agree is he's fantastic on all ends of the ice. Okay. Obviously, he puts up points because he's also great offensively. He's very creative, plays with Cole Caulfield. 40 goals scored, Cole Caulfield, by the way. But the fact that Montreal could trust him to put him in any zone and get the job done is rare, especially among elite players. So
sure. Let's see here. Yeah, Nico Hischier's got 50 points.
That's pretty good.
Compared to an 80.
I know, but it's
I know, but like
category.
It's not.
It's not a point category.
I know, but you still have to produce. I think that's the thing. Is like Patrice Bergeron for the longest time still putting up 60 points, 70 points. No?
But it's also like level of competition you play against. How do you handle that?
Well, I think Nick Suzuki is playing better. Like
I would bet they both.
They probably both do.
They both do.
Which then you look at which player is producing more offensively. Still, turn that offense into turn that defense into offense.
Okay.
Like I don't know. I'm still going. I think Nick Suzuki is still one of the better players defensively. I think he is. The best. I think. Sorry. I think he is better than Nico Hischier defensively too.
Okay.
So, I don't know. I think that one's pretty. I'm not gonna say a lock, but like, I don't know the defensive. I don't know the defensive metrics enough to give Hischier an edge.
I just think.
I think also Nick Suzuki's faster.
Yes, I think Hischier's game is more revolved around defense. But
probably, yeah. He's more two-way. Well, they're both two-way centers.
Yeah.
But I think he's more of a two-way center. I don't know. Let's see here. 6'1", 200 pounds, Nico Hischier.
Also on a very talented and gifted offensive team in the Montreal Canadiens.
Yeah.
Where a lot of their players are very offensively gifted. Maybe a bit shallow on the defensive side. Suzuki makes up for it.
Yeah, he's playing with Slafkovsky and Caulfield. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, that's a good point, too. I think this one's pretty. I think Nico Hischier is not nearly as good defensively as Nick Suzuki though.
This was here.
I don't have the stats to back it up though.
This was his here to win. Well, I went with Nick Suzuki. Yeah. I don't know if you caught that.
No,
I think if this was Hischier's here to win it with no Barkov this year, so
probably. Yeah.
Unfortunate for Hischier, but he still has a chance. We'll see. But okay, let's move on from the Selke.
Yeah.
And let's go over to. Is there an award in mind you would like to go over to?
Let's. I just listed them randomly. Let's do. Do you want to do Calder, and then we'll do Norris, Art Ross.
Yes,
Vezina.
Let's do Calder.
Okay. Calder. Is yours a defenseman?
Yes.
All right. I don't think there's much. We don't need to spend much time on this. This one's pretty simple.
Yes.
Calder Trophy of the Year is going to Matthew Schaefer of the New York Islanders.
Yeah.
I don't know if they won tonight, but
they did.
That's good. 1,000 people in attendance to watch that game tonight.
It's not true.
And I know it's not true.
I was actually going from I got to my bus in Toronto, got to walk through Scotiabank on the concourse, kind of, the outside concourse. There's a good amount of people there. St. Pat's Day. That's the reason why everybody went. It was St. Pat's game.
I know, but he said he had 1,000 people going.
Oh, he had. I thought you said there was 1,000 people.
Oh no! No, geez.
You know what?
No, the guy said that he was bringing there's going to be around 1,000 people there to watch him.
Okay, I'll twist this then. That makes sense. There was a good amount of Islanders jerseys waiting in line.
Yeah. No, the St. Patch is just a marketing thing. It's the thing with Matthew Schaefer bringing 1,000 people. That's what I was referring to.
All right.
He said there's going to be around 1,000 people there, which is not true. There's no way. I mean, that'd be awesome, but there's just no way.
So that's a lot of money.
There is a lot of money. Well, he's going to
1,000 people. That's like $200,000.
Well, guess what? He makes $975,000 this year.
True.
And he's going to make north of 12 in 3 years from now.
True.
So north of 14 mil. So
no, it's too much money. He's a smart guy.
It is St. Pat's Day though, and those jerseys are just a marketing scheme. I applaud the Leafs. They know their marketing. So. No, this one's pretty simple. I didn't even put my.
What do you got?
stats
Demidov and
Schaefer.
Seneca.
Demidov, Seneca. People throwing out Oliver Kapanen out there.
Yeah, he's had it all right.
But he's got 20 goals and like 0 assists. And then the other one was Jesper Wallstedt. He was the forefront of that Minnesota Wild win streak at the start.
All Wallstedt now just seems like is just a trade piece.
Yeah, he's a backup goalie now. He was the starter for that 10-game run that the Wild had.
Oh, absolutely.
No kidding.
He's got incredible value, but now I feel like I hear his name. He's like, we could get a very valuable second-line center for Jesper Wallstedt.
Yeah, well, that's what they need. But
true.
No, Wallstedt's not in the conversation. He wasn't. I was just trying to say he was in the conversation in January.
Listen, Seneca's fun. Demidov's fun. They're both on fun teams. But the fact that Matthew Schaefer's willed this Islanders team, and as well as their goaltender Ilya Sorokin, who's been fantastic. A combination of those two has brought this mediocre Islanders team to a potential playoff spot this year.
They are in a playoff spot. They bought at the deadline.
They did.
First overall pick to buying at the deadline.
And it's insane. So Matthew Schaefer is the Calder winner.
He's already broke the rookie leaders in goals all time.
And he could even be in the Norris conversation next year. So Is he in the Norris conversation this year, would you say?
I think so.
All right.
He might not be 5, but he's pretty darn close to being just outside the top 5. Right?
I got the top 6 in betting odds. He's not on here.
Okay, I think he's
But
going
I
to be
think he's
five.
close.
I
I
think
think
he's going to
he's
be
close.
6
I
to
think he's
8. He's
close.
going to be close. I don't think he's going to be in the top 5, but
All right.
that'll be close.
Okay, cool. Let's close the Matthew Schaefer talk. He is our Calder Trophy winner.
Yep.
And let's go over to
Norris.
Sure.
We'll do Norris. You know what we should have done, which would have been great? We should have pulled up our predictions that we did in like June.
I can tell you mine right now.
You have yours?
I can tell you mine.
I know yours because that's the only. I only know your Norris.
Yeah.
I'm
I know my
assuming-
Norris and my Hart.
Oh, actually, I know my Norris. I know my. Oh my gosh, my heart was insane. I said Mitch Marner.
Oh, God. Yeah, you did.
Or did I
Okay,
say Art
whose
Ross?
Whose was better, yours or mine? I said Mikko Rantanen.
Did you say Mikko Rantanen?
I did.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna make that'd be a good graphic idea. June predictions and March predictions.
All right.
That'd be a great idea.
I said Mikko Rantanen.
Yeah, I wonder who our Calders would have been.
Oh, God. I had Matthew Schaefer going back to Erie.
I think it's probably Demidov. Probably was
Yeah,
Demidov.
probably
I
was.
think it probably was. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Demidov.
That's funny.
I can't even think of the next one. Zane Parak.
Well, my Norris was Rasmus Dahlin.
Yes.
And you know what? Probably not. But
Okay, let's do this. Norris. Let's hear
okay,
yours
I'm
first.
gonna name the betting odds first. It goes Mo Seider, Lane Hudson, Quinn Hughes, Evan Bouchard, Cale Makar, Zach Werenski.
Mo Seider, eh?
Yeah.
Mo Seider's the favorite. Where was Zach Werenski in that?
No, bottom. Like I'm talking like 7th to 1.
Oh, who was first?
Zach Werenski.
Shit, I thought you were saying Zach Werenski was 7th.
No. Sorry.
Sorry.
Should've clarified.
Okay. No, sorry. 7 to 1. So, give me the top 3 again. Sorry.
Zach Werenski 1, Cale Makar 2. Very close margin for those two. Bit of a wider gap. Evan
Whoa. Okay. Frickin' stupid website. Okay. Let's hear yours.
All right. Well, I'm going to go for a first-time Norris Trophy
gosh.
winner. Zach Werenski will take home the award this year. And I think it's his. Listen, Cale Makar is also having a great year, and it's between those two. But I just think a lot of Makar's points are on the power play. Also, he plays with Nathan McKinnon, who has the most points in the entire league. Mm-hmm. I think Zach Werenski just means so much to this Columbus team, has got them into a playoff spot. He's second in even strength ice time with 22 minutes, third in even strength assists with 32, first in even strength goals by a defenseman with 17. He only has 12 penalty minutes on the entire year, and he has 8.3 goals above expected.
That's big time, man. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to disagree, and I'm just gonna agree with you and say Zach Werenski is gonna win the Norris Trophy this year.
Okay, great.
Yeah, he leads. He's the only. Did you say second on time and ice?
I did. Even strength. I wrote down the even strength. I think that's valuable because I think Cale Makar eats up a lot of the power play time. So does Zach Werenski, but I like a lot of these guys are going to play power play, especially like someone like Evan Bouchard who lives on it. So I really look at even strength.
Yeah, well, Zach Werenski is second. He's behind Quinn Hughes. Obviously, Quinn Hughes is eating a chunk, a big time.
Yeah.
Vancouver and then freaking on the Wilds. He's actually, fun fact, Quinn Hughes is playing more minutes on the Wild than he is on the Vancouver Canucks. So that's crazy. Per 60, Zach Werenski is second, fourth in points per 60, which is pretty darn good for a one defenseman who is playing both sides of the puck. That Columbus team, man, I don't even have their decor off the top of my mind, but it's not a great decor in my opinion. You have
Ivan Provorov
and Denton Matejchuk is in the second pairing. Who is he playing with right now, though? That's who I'm curious.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I got it pulled up. We have Damian Severson. Ouch. Yeah. So you are the only one. If you're the only guy producing on a Columbus Blue Jackets team that's 82 points right now, who is 1 point out of a playoff spot,
I think producing
pretty
locked. I think the word producing is an undershadow as well. Like this guy,
you look at
the
forward
numbers.
Yeah, you look at this forward. Like he probably leads the team in points.
I think he does.
Like this guy is just carving. It's insane what this guy is doing. I thought you were gonna go Evan Bouchard. Honestly, I really thought.
Oh God, no. Why would I do that?
I thought you'd do that just for the brand.
No, that'd be brutal.
Where is he? I need to add. He leads. Do you say he leads the league in shots or defense in shots?
Nope.
I don't think that's a big factor. But oh, here we go. You want first assists? Let's see where he leads here. He is nowhere to be seen. Crumbs. I'm just trying to see if there's any other stats to boost our point here. Primary.
I don't think
points,
you
no.
need. I don't think you need to boost it anymore, man.
Yeah.
For he's first in even strength goals, third in even strength assists, second in ice time. He's literally top 3 in a lot of the main categories.
Mm-hmm.
And he's on a mediocre team that has brought them to a decent spot.
Yeah. One other fun fact about Matthew Schaefer: out of the entire defense in the entire league, he is first in penalty minutes drawn.
Oh, Schaefer, yeah,
Yeah.
it's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think Zach Werenski, it's his time. Cale Makar is close. And
Very
I
close.
thought about it. Like, I almost changed it last second just because I picked Cale Makar in June. But no, I'm going to go Zach Werenski here. I think it's his time. Cale Makar's got 2 already, too. So, yeah.
True.
Yeah. I mean, it does help. It helps Cale Makar's. It helps him because he's on a better team.
He's on a great team, yeah.
But I don't know if that. I don't even know if that helps him. Honestly,
I think a lot of his stats come from the power play.
Yeah,
I
for sure.
think I have some written down. I think this.
Well, aren't they like dead last in power play in the NHL?
Who, the Colorado Avalanche?
Weren't they like 30th for a while? Do you remember that?
That would be weird.
I think
That's
it
true.
is.
If it is true, that's fantastic. But if
NHL power play rankings. This is great. I think they're like low. No. Here we go. Power play percent. Bingo. 30th in the league.
wow,
That's insane. They're going at a rate of 15.8.
okay. Well, then now I want to know how many of his points come on the power play.
I wonder if I can
He still gets a lot of minutes.
power play points. All skaters, defensemen. Where the frick is defense? Power play points is 4th, 23. So 23 out of 68 are. So that's like even strength. Even strength goals, he has 16, which is 1 behind Zach Werenski, 1 behind Jacob Chikrin. Even strength points, Cale Makar is at 45 even strength points, which is 4th, actually. Zach Werenski beats him out in all these categories, though.
See, that's what I
except
mentioned.
power play points.
That's what I
and
mentioned.
Power play goals. So, yeah, OT winners. Simone Nevich.
Well,
3rd.
Zach Werenski has 3 more secondary assists than Cale Makar. Cale Makar has 4 more primary assists.
That doesn't matter.
Then Zach
That's Zach
Werenski? I
Werenski's
don't know.
time, man.
I don't know.
I think Zach Werenski.
Cale Makar starts 20% of his shifts in the offensive zone. Zach Werenski starts 17% of his shifts.
Okay. I think it's Zach Werenski's time.
I agree.
All right. We spent too much time on something we agreed on, I think. But Norris, we did Calder. Do we do Vezina next? And then Art Ross and then Hart?
Yeah, let's do Vezina. Let's do Vezina.
Okay.
All right. The Vezina Trophy, Caleb. Here are the odds from last they have listed.
No ads, by the way.
Last they've listed the first. Jesper Wallstedt, Logan Thompson.
What? Okay, these are stupid. When were these odds created?
Just listen.
No, you need to tell me when these
I
odds
don't
were
know. I
created.
think they were live. They were live stats.
Okay, whatever.
Jesper Wallstedt, Logan Thompson, Philip Gustafson, Jeremy Swayman, Ilya Sorokin, Andrei Vasilevsky.
Oh, you went 7-1 again.
Yes, I did.
Oh,
I'm saying that,
did I miss
man.
that? I missed that again. Okay, I'm an idiot. Sorry. Oh, no. Wallstead 7th then?
Like around there, yeah.
Oh, so who's your one then? Andrei Vasilevsky's first. Who do you have first?
Who do I have winning
Yeah.
the Vezina?
Yeah.
Vezina Trophy this year is going to go to Ilya Sorokin. I think will win the Vezina Trophy.
Okay. Why do you say that?
Man, Sorokin's numbers on as we mentioned, mediocre, which seemed like a mediocre Islanders team, are phenomenal. Listen, this guy has saved 26.2 goals above expected, putting him first in all goaltenders. His goals against average, so his expected goals against average, out of I made this stat. It was like goalies who played 30 plus games. His expected goals against is a 3.17. In reality, it's a 2.52, which is a plus 0.64 to put him first out of all. I think I said it to like all starting goaltenders. There was 30 goalies who played over a certain amount of games. He is first in this shift in expected goals against from his expected to reality. He has been outstanding for this Islanders team, coming up in every single instance that they've needed him for. And if they make the playoffs, it's Ilya Sorokin's award.
Okay. Did you think about Logan Thompson or did you think about Andrei Vasilevsky?
No, I thought about Vasilevsky. He was the other one.
Okay.
Just because that team's very good.
Yeah. I am going. Oh, frickin', I closed my tab and lost my thing. I'm going to go with Andrei Vasilevsky here. I think the goal saved above expected, he's third. He is behind Sorokin. Thompson is above him as well. You look at save percentage, they're pretty darn close. Sorokin's got him beat out by 1 point. And then goals against average, which I don't even have up here. What the frick? Anyways, Vasilevsky's given up 2 less goals than Ilya Sorokin. Like, that's how close it is.
Think about the teams they're on, too.
I know, and I think that the Lightning, he willed the Lightning further than I think than Sorokin willed the Islanders.
But, I mean, think about relative of where they were last year and where they are this year, and, like, the Tampa Bay Lightning have always been a good team.
Yeah.
The New York Islanders, obviously, they got the first overall pick, but they jumped from 10 spots. But still, the fact that this team is even, like, battling for third place in the Metropolitan Division.
That's a good, yeah.
That's impressive, man. Like, he is, like, I'm seriously, wins above replacement, first in the NHL. 4.37. He's easily been the most valuable goaltender this entire year to an NHL team.
Okay.
He has single-handedly got this team to a playoff spot, and without Sorokin, this team is just mediocre with the Rangers down in the depths of the Eastern Conference.
That's fair. That is fair. He leads goaltenders in WAR. That's a pretty big one. Expected save percentage, Vasilevsky beats him out, but other than that, Sorokin is pretty much numbers-wise the better goalie. Right this second, I think we still have another 18 games. They're both Tampa Bay, I think since now Buffalo's really kind of past them. I know they're only 4 points back. I wonder if they're not going to go full on the Jets to try and full on play for that. The East is really bad, so I think they'd be fine with whoever they play in the playoffs. Yet the Islanders they really need to rely on Sorokin and that team just to get in, right? So they're going to be running Sorokin as much as possible. Do we see a deficit? Do we see him fall off in the next? If there's like 18 games left, do we see Sorokin play 15 out of 18? Can he hold up?
Potentially, but the thing is, it's the most valuable goaltender, and if your goaltender puts up obviously these are great numbers, best numbers in the league, and they're going to be hard to withstand over these next 18 game stretch, especially when every team is playing hard hockey. If he can even sniff close to these numbers or even just maintain them, no doubt in my mind that he provides the most value to an NHL team. Because you can make arguments that the Tampa Bay Lightning, of course,
but you got to think about the next.
Kucherov, Darren Radish is having a great year. Like, they have other pieces, and the only one for the Islanders is Matthew Schaefer, but he's still a rookie. Like, he's been good. Don't get me wrong, but Sorokin has easily been the best player on that team.
Yes, but I think Vasilevsky's been. Oh, Kucherov.
Yeah, I was about to say.
It's still, I think Vasilevsky's going to hold it out with the next 20.
And then also,
I don't know if Sorokin can.
Think about the narrative.
Sorokin's
as
up and
if
down.
The voters want a new. We've seen Vasilevsky win Vezina before.
True. Well,
do we want a new guy in here? Sorokin to the Vezina club. I think that's also another part of it.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. I think that Sorokin's been up and down throughout his career, it feels like. I know he had a really great start when he joined the league in 2020 or whatever in the COVID year. How many Vasilevsky's won one Vezina? I don't think it hurts to have a second one, no?
No.
Yeah, he's only got one, so
I just think it's Sorokin's. I really do.
I don't know. I think Vasilevsky's going to hold out. I think he will. I think
we're
he will be. I think he will be better in these next 20 games.
But okay, question then: if the Vezina ended today, and the league season ended today, who's winning the Vezina?
Who's winning the Vezina right now? That's not the exercise I was just pointing out. But
No.
I know. I think I will go Sorokin.
Yeah. But the reason
Where are the Islanders in the playoffs?
The
right
reason
now?
I asked that is because your point is betting on the next 20 games of the season.
Yeah, I think if the Islanders don't make the playoffs, do you think he's going to win it?
That definitely changes the conversation for sure.
Yeah, because they slide out. I don't know if they make it.
It's gonna be close.
It is going to be close. Really, I think at this point, for that third spot in the Metro, which the Blue Jackets have a game in hand, so they can tie them. You're looking at Jet Greaves, and you're looking at Ilya Sorokin. You're obviously going Sorokin there, but I think Columbus does have. I just bashed Columbus earlier, saying they only have one good player.
Listen, it's going to be close. It's going to be close for sure.
It's going to be close.
I'm still going to stick with Sorokin. I think just the difference of the teams. Like Vasilevsky's been outstanding, but that team has always been really good.
Yeah, that's true.
Just having a really good season.
I'm sticking with the Lightning, and the Lightning have actually they're 1 point above the Islanders, but the Lightning are.
That's it?
Yeah, they're in different divisions, all right. So the Lightning are second in the Atlantic. I'm picking I think the Lightning are staying in the playoffs. I really don't know about those Islanders. I think if the Islanders don't make it, I think there's no way. I think it's going to be Vasilevsky.
Oh, dude. They're tied right now with the Pittsburgh Penguins for second in the Metro. The Pens do have a game in hand, but
yeah. It's hard. The Metro is hard. They're all crummy teams. You look out west, you give it to Scott Wedgwood. No, I'm going Andre Vasilevsky.
All right.
I think 20 games. I think if he plays 10 and just keeps up what he's doing, I think he's got this.
All right.
So we have the Hart, and we have the Art Ross, and then we have President's Trophy and Stanley Cup.
Yes. Okay. Let's do the Art Ross. Yeah.
Just remember, it's literally.
Oh, Rocket. Rocket too.
Oh, I didn't pick the Rocket. We can do Rocket. I can pull up. Well, I wonder if my Art Ross.
Okay, let's do the Rocket. Let's do the Rocket right now then.
Well, I got to pull it up.
I'll say who I think is going to win it first.
I think it could be. It might be a sweep here. For who might win all three? No.
You think so?
As I pull these up, I could be wrong. Yeah, I think so. Potentially.
Am
I missing something? Okay, well, who do you think's winning the Rocket? I'm going Nathan McKinnon.
Yes, I'm going Nathan McKinnon too.
Yeah. I think that's pretty simple. He's 5 goals above Cole Caulfield.
Yeah, as of tonight, he is. He's got 5 goals in his last 8 games too.
Yeah.
So he's been hot as of late.
I think he's not going to slow down.
It's a big lead.
Yeah, that Colorado team. I wonder if he sits a few games at the end, but I think he's already got the cushion.
The only thing I'm thinking of is the Dallas Stars have caught up to the Colorado Avalanche. They're 3 points back, right? All of a sudden, that first place in the Central Division is up for grabs.
But somebody made a good point. I was listening to a podcast the other time. Somebody made a good point that the West, they're sitting, like the Stars have sat people out already for management, whatever you call it, maintenance.
Load management.
Load management, maintenance, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
NHL term. They don't care. They know that if the best team in the Central will win those 2 rounds and get out of there.
Yeah.
And even if you are the 1 seed, you are going to play a really hard team the next round. Like, sure, you're going to have a weaker opponent in the first round, but then you're still going to play a team that honestly is more battle tested. Granted, you still want to win that first seed, but they don't care.
You'd be probably rested a little bit. You're not going to play a bad team whatsoever. Like, it's playoff hockey. Playoff hockey.
I think all 3 teams are going to accept the terms and that they're going to play a hard team in the second round, and the best team's going to win in the end. It doesn't matter where they seed. I think that's what it's going to come down to. So I think they're all going to. I think all 3 teams should be sitting people and just resting them for those games.
Okay. Well, Nathan McKinnon's going to win the Rocket, so I'm glad we agree.
It's pretty simple.
Yeah.
All right.
Connor McDavid's behind him, though, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, Oilers have got to score goals somehow.
And he's the guy to do it. Okay. Let's go to the Hart. No. Art Ross. Okay, now this is an interesting one because Nathan MacKinnon was leading in points for a majority of the first half of the season. And then Connor McDavid came out of nowhere, said, "Hey, how are you? I'm going to take over." He's 4 points up of Nate Mack right now with 114. McKinnon 110.
Yeah.
Caleb, who's winning the Art Ross?
I'm going to go off the board here. Nathan MacKinnon is going to win the Art Ross this year. I think that 4-point deficit is going to change. He's got 3 games in hand still. So he just got 3 games to screw around and do whatever he wants. I think Nathan MacKinnon's got this one. We'll see if he can find a way to pass Connor McDavid's 4 points that he's got on him right now. And Nathan MacKinnon. Connor McDavid just lost Leon Draisaitl for depth scoring. They're not on the same line. They weren't playing on the same line recently. Somebody's got to score, but now there's no more power. There's less power play points from the Oilers. Like Connor McDavid's not gonna have all those power play points, right?
Yeah.
You got Bouchard, and now you got Jason Dickinson instead of Leon Draisaitl.
Man, this is gonna be so interesting. Connor McDavid, just searched it up. He is, you know what? 25 games without Leon Draisaitl in his career. Connor McDavid has 34 points.
Yeah, makes sense.
And man, with a 4-point lead, obviously 30 games is a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact this team, like the weight of making the playoffs this year for this Edmonton Oilers team, because if they don't make the playoffs this year, what is next year? Like next year's this offseason is so awkward.
You're shopping McDavid.
So awkward this offseason.
You're shopping him.
Because I think you have to, or you have to at least open your options.
Yeah, I think if they do not make the playoffs, like Connor McDavid is not winning a Stanley Cup unless something miraculous happens and somebody gives you a generational talent for a sixth round pick. Because you have no draft picks. You have Jason Dickinson as your 2C right now. You have no assets on your lineup to trade away. You don't have anything to trade. You have 1 or 2 prospects that surely aren't going to get you anything good. The Edmonton Oilers are in big, big trouble if they do not make the playoffs this year.
And you know what? Connor McDavid takes the hometown discount or the home, like his,
2
drafted
years.
year team discount. And what do they use the cap space on? Jason Dickinson.
Well, it's
Connor
Andrew
Murphy.
Mangiapane.
Hold up. Trent Frederick.
Yeah, it's a crazy deal.
Like, do you think McDavid is pretty worked up right now because of what they
Evan Bouchard.
He gives them what? Maybe a $6 million benefit here, discount on his contract. You could have made $18 million potentially.
Yeah, you have to move. You have to shop him.
And he feeds it to these, players that don't really move the needle. Jason Dickinson, maybe. What? He's a third liner.
Yeah, you're spending money on Calvin Pickard as well. $5 million right there, or not?
Tristan Jarry.
Tristan Jarry. Not.
Oh
Calvin
my
Pickard.
God! You know what? Tristan Jarry. I think he makes more money than Stuart Skinner.
Yeah, Stuart Skinner would be the best out of those 3 goalies. I meant Tristan Jarry when I said $5 million.
That is terrible money management.
Yeah,
cap
well, it's
management.
terrible. It's terrible roster management. You pick up Tristan Jarry, which sure I think it was a fine gamble. You do not get anything retained on his contract, and you ship off Stuart Skinner, the better out of the 2 goalies. You could have easily traded for Tristan Jarry by giving up Calvin Pickard instead of Stuart Skinner, in my opinion. There's no way Pittsburgh's like, no, we want Stuart Skinner. Like, there's just no way. And Pittsburgh was not near a playoff spot at the time.
Yeah.
And I mean, Stuart Skinner has been the same old Stuart Skinner over there, but he's not been as bad as what we saw at the start of the year either.
Yeah.
But out of those 3 goalies, you probably want Stuart Skinner right now. The guy who's also had the most experience in the playoffs. Tristan Jarry's had nothing. He was on the 2017 team.
So weird to think about, man. Like, you're going into a playoffs now in the same spot. Or if they make the playoffs, they'll be going into the same similar spot they've been in the last couple of years, where they're just a mediocre team.
And the issue is they'll win around still and have hope.
Yeah. And there's probably more confidence with Stu Skinner going into playoffs than Tristan Jarry. Even in the regular season, I'd probably say they have the same amount of confidence. But just because of the background of Stu Skinner, he's done it before. It's probably him. And the ways that trade was ridiculous. But hey, it's okay. I'm gonna say Connor McDavid here wins the Art Ross, 4 points up. No Draisaitl might come to his benefit. Obviously, it's hard because like if he just feeds Draisaitl shoots on that in his office, right just above the red line. perfect location.
Mm-hmm.
Just the dynamic of those two is awesome. But the fact that McDavid and the Oilers are going to be hunting down a playoff spot, I think McDavid's going to kick it into hyperdrive. He just lost the gold medal at the Olympics. Same thing as Nathan MacKinnon, though. But maybe another part of this argument is we just had the conversation about who would win the Rocket, and we were talking about potentially even sitting Nathan MacKinnon down the stretch.
Yeah.
The Oilers are not in a location to do that with McDavid.
No. So you're going McDavid?
I'm going to go with McDavid, yeah.
Okay. I'm sticking with McKinnon. I think
it's going to be one of the two.
Yeah, it's good.
Or
it could be Kucherov, but
Kucherov, yeah.
I don't see it from Kucherov right now.
Something about Nathan MacKinnon too. I had down as a note. The Colorado Avalanche, I believe, if my stat is right, have the 4th easiest remaining schedule.
Yeah, so he's gonna carve. Mm-hmm. Thanks for helping me there.
Yeah.
I'm going Nathan MacKinnon. You're going Connor McDavid. It's a coin flip. I think the Draisaitl injury. We are recording this the day of him missing the rest of the regular season. Logically, you miss out on power play points. I think your power play is not going to be as effective.
Do you not think that McDavid just the whole philosophy behind the power play now is just he gets it, he runs it, he gives it to whoever he wants to give it to.
5-on-5 as well. You're the only guy they're relying on for scoring.
Think of the minutes. They're gonna go up. Obviously, although they're already up, but they're gonna somehow have to sliver in a minute, maybe minute and a half.
Yeah, his minutes are going up. Yeah, that's a good point. I think all around, the Avs will help Nathan MacKinnon too. He's going to pick up some random secondary assists where Connor McDavid won't.
Yeah.
Right? So.
Conversation for Nikita Kucherov in this?
I don't really. I don't see it with Tampa Bay. I mean, if this was 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 100%. He was leading for a while, right?
Yeah.
And he is definitely in the Hart conversation too. But I think it's Nathan MacKinnon and Connor McDavid. I think they're just a different breed. Not that Nikita Kucherov's not going to score another 20 points in another 20 games or something, but
he's 8 points back of McDavid right now.
I think it's a
pretty significant amount.
That's a pretty big gap.
Yeah. He's also played 7 less games than McDavid, though.
Right. That's interesting. Has he been hurt? I'm assuming
he must have missed some games
at the start of the year, which is crazy. Another John Cooper helper. They're winning right now. They're beating Seattle. Fun fact.
Oh, that's fun.
As I pull up their DB to see who's been playing. So they've played, it looks like they played 65 games. So he's missed 4 games?
Yes.
So, okay. Interesting stuff. Man, that is an interesting. Jake Gensel. Oh, Jake Gensel's a point a game. And Brandon Hagel's right there. And Darren Rad. They got an interesting team over there.
Okay,
man.
Here's something.
Yeah.
So announced today, obviously Draisaitl's out for the rest of the remainder of the regular season. Mm-hmm. Oilers play the first game without him. Davo, 1 point.
There you go.
And they scored 5 goals though. He only scored 1 point though. Yeah.
Wow.
Scored
what
5
a bum.
goals, only scored 1 point. Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
That helps your point, I think.
Yeah, it's an embarrassment, dude. The Oilers don't need Connor McDavid or Leon Draisaitl.
They did win though. They did beat the San Jose Sharks.
Oh, that sucks. Because if the Sharks won, that would have. Yeah. I can't believe that the Sharks might just get it's an unconditional pick this round, the first round, if the Oilers don't make it. It's insane. All right. A Hart Trophy.
Yep, the big one, I'd say.
So you just pulled for, just to recap here, you have pulled for Connor McDavid to win the Art Ross, Nathan MacKinnon to win the Rocket, Zach Werenski to win the Norris, and then Vezina was Ilya Sorokin.
Yeah.
Is your player a forward?
Yeah, he is.
He's a forward. So which one is it?
Going with Nathan MacKinnon.
I'm going the exact same way. I think Nathan MacKinnon. This one's pretty much a lock. He's got the most goals. I think I still think I'm a believer. Goals are more important than assists. He's got more goals than Nathan MacKinnon or whatever. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Here. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Best team.
He's also third. He's a third in assists too. It's not like he's that far back.
No.
For the Colorado Avalanche, he takes up 36% of the ice time. Third among forwards. Obviously, all the top guys are going to have that though. He actually leads the league in low danger scoring expected goals. I looked at high danger. Mm-hmm. I looked at medium. Right, high danger. You're probably going to stay somewhere around the slot. I'm thinking Brady Tkachuk.
Yeah.
medium, maybe right at the top of the circles, maybe at the hash marks. Low danger, though. Low danger is, by the blue line, around the perimeter, and he leads the league in expected goals. I thought that was interesting.
Very
a little
interesting.
niche stat. He's also one of the, I don't want to say lucky, but the way this guy's been able to score goals is astronomical.
Yeah,
think of someone like
unbelievable shot.
Think of someone like Morgan Geekie. We think of Morgan Geekie. Morgan Geekie has one of the best shots in the league, if not the best shot in the NHL. And the thing about him is, we call him maybe a Pasternak merchant because he gets the puck, he rips it. Someone has to set him up, and he has a very high goals above expected.
Yeah.
But so does Nathan MacKinnon. Nathan McKinnon's actually second in the entire NHL with 14.2 goals above expected, which is interesting to think about because obviously Nathan MacKinnon is a world-class player, and he's already expected to score a buttload of goals.
Yeah.
But now he's got 14 more than he's expected to have. So
Yeah, it's insane.
he's
what this
generating
guy's doing.
something somehow out of already more than he already is expected to have.
It does really help that he's got a competent 2C, competent 3C, competent fourth line, competent depth scoring. That really benefits him but he's doing it, man. He's doing it. Not every player can do it. And this guy is going ballistic. Got a great shot. One of the best shots in the league. Not a great power play, like we said. So clearly he's getting a good chunk of points on 5-on-5 play.
He's got 36 even strength goals, 49 even strength assists.
And we both know he probably is not playing 100% either.
No.
After the Olympics, there's no way. So he's chugging along, not playing 100%. I think that also, it doesn't really help him, but I think that's something that you can use to keep in the back of your head if you're voting. And this guy's just a legend.
Yeah, two things that maybe go against him. He has the highest giveaways in the league with 139.
Yeah, sure.
And he's also having a kind of like a big year penalties wise. He is way over his average amount of penalties he would take a year. He's at 45 PIMs this year. I think he averages maybe around the 30 mark, but there's still, 20 games left to play?
Okay. Interesting stuff. I think, pretty much a lock here. So,
Oh, I agree.
yeah. All right.
Best
So
player on the best team.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the Hart Trophy right there.
Yep.
Most of the time.
All right, let's do President's Trophy as I pull up some standings here. Standings. Let's get into that point of night.
All right, ready? I'll do
Yeah.
mine first. President's Trophy. I'm going to go to the team that's currently leading the NHL. Colorado Avalanche is my prediction for the President's Trophy. Just because, obviously, they're only 3 points up right now of the Dallas Stars, who are second. Is that correct?
Dallas Stars are at 94 as of right now.
Yes. Colorado's at 97. But they have the fourth easiest remaining schedule.
Yeah.
And the fact that Dallas is now pressuring them makes me feel that they're going to, keep everybody in the lineup, keep the lines going, keep the mojo going to the playoffs. And they've done it all year long. I think they'll sustain out and get the number 1 seed and the President's Trophy.
Yep. I'm going the same way. They've been doing it all year, like you said. This team is by far the best team in the league, and it reflects on the standing sheet, right? So I think it's pretty self-explanatory. They're great at home. They're great on the road. Their goal differential is much higher than the Dallas Stars. They're up by almost 30.
Is that big start of the year?
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Unbeatable.
They did. I don't want to say fall off, but they're not producing at the same rate they were at the start of the year.
Yeah.
So, but second half, injuries. It's more. The second half is also more. What do you call it? What do you call it when there's less game? Or there's more games in a small period of time. Whatever you want to call it.
Okay, I get what you mean.
Combusted. What the frick is it called?
Congested
schedule.
It's a very congested schedule for sure.
Especially the second half. So I don't blame them. It's a hard league. So yeah, like you said, fourth easiest schedule. I think it's pretty self-explanatory at this point. All right, and this is the big one. The Stanley Cup winner. Who do you think? This is March 17th. Who do you think is winning the Stanley Cup this year? And do not say the Ottawa Senators.
Okay, I won't say the Ottawa Senators. I'll give you my second guess.
You can. No, you can
I won't.
say.
I wish. Maybe there's a chance. They are actually out of all the teams, obviously, who are going to projected to make the playoffs, which the Sens are, they are actually one of the higher teams to win the Stanley Cup just because of their numbers. But I digress. The 2026 NHL Stanley Cup champions will be the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Okay. Very, very interesting. What do you want to look at with the Tampa Bay Lightning? What is it that...
Listen, 3 big teams on the western side. 3 big legit teams. Mm-hmm. The Avs, the Stars, and the Wild maybe are like the only teams I could see making a legit run. Maybe the Golden Knights, just because of their history. Mm-hmm. On the east side, who do you have? The Lightning?
Hurricanes.
The Hurricanes, but the Hurricanes have always combusted come playoff time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, obviously, the Panthers are way out of it. 2-time Stanley Cup champions. The Capitals have fallen off a cliff even after winning the Presidents last year.
Yeah.
Like, who do you see being a legit contender for this Lightning team who is looking for prize for another deep playoff run? Obviously have a Vezina winning goalie, potentially in Andrei Vasilevsky, a Hart winner in Nikita Kucherov.
Yeah.
And this team has proven many times in the playoffs, and potentially a Jack Adams winner in John Cooper. I just think there's less legit teams in the East than there is in the Western Conference, making the path to the Cup easier for the Lightning.
Yeah, 100%. That's a good point. Well, the East is just it's garbage. I think it comes down to 2 teams. And really, the Tampa Bay Lightning are going to have too easy. I mean, I can't really say it's an easy matchup when you get to the Eastern Conference Final. I think both teams are deserving, and it's not going to be as easy as you think. But the first 2 rounds, like, who they're going to be getting, as of right now, it's Montreal. Mm-hmm. Could change. They could even still find themselves winning the East or coming second in the East and winning the Atlantic. I think Montreal, not an easy... Like, Montreal is not experienced, probably an easier opponent. They're much tougher. Tampa Bay is much tougher. Even if you find yourself playing Buffalo, I think they probably have the edge as the experience. Like, they're the most experienced team in this East.
For sure.
Because even Boston's missing all their experienced players,
The 2 other experienced teams now find themselves in the basement of the Atlantic Division. In the Maple Leafs, who, yes, they are experienced because they've been in the playoffs many times.
Experienced at losing, yeah.
Yes, and the Florida Panthers, obviously, we don't need to mention, like, back-to-back Cup winners, so.
Yep. So, I don't blame you. I'm going a different route. I'm going with an Eastern Conference team.
Oh, wow.
And I think you kind of didn't. I think you disregarded them. I'm going to go. I think this is it. I think they're going to break the curse. They're going to find themselves in the Stanley Cup Final, and they're going to win. I'm going to end up taking the Carolina Hurricanes to win the 2026 Stanley Cup. Now, listen, they get a lot of backlash because they've performed. You're kind of like the Dallas Stars, or actually, Dallas Stars did make the Stanley Cup one time.
They can't get over the hump.
They can't get over the hump, and this Metro is the easiest walk to the Eastern Conference. Like, it's easier than Tampa Bay, and I just gave you the reasons why Tampa Bay is easy. Right now, Carolina is first. Like, Buffalo could easily take it. They're only 2 points back, but Carolina's first in the East, so they're going to get wild card 2. Wild card 2. We all know it's going to be a crummy team that barely makes it. Sure, you might have some momentum, like the Blue Jackets, right? Or the Philadelphia Flyers, Washington Capitals. All those teams could possibly make it and have some juice going from. Same with any team in the wild card race, like the Red Wings and Bruins. But I think they're the better team. Their goaltending's been a little iffy, but I think they found it out. With Brandon Bussey, I think they found lightning in a bottle, and I think he's going to figure it out and come the playoffs. Save percentage is crummy, very crummy, but they've got 90 points. Their save percentage is well below 900, but they made it this far. And you look at their scoring, like Sebastian Aho. I wonder if Sebastian Aho should have been in our Selke talk earlier. He's a great 2-way center. I don't know defensive metrics off the top of my head. I think he would be up there. Svechnikov, Jarvis, like all these guys they've been around for a while. But I think they're just nitty. They're gritty. I think they're going to get the job done. I think these first 2 playoff rounds are going to benefit them because it's going to be easier, and they're going to figure out the goalies. I think they got it. I think this is the year,
right.
and not every year a team with crazy names wins. Like the Vegas Golden Knights a few years ago, crazy team name, crazy market, but you have Mark Stone, Shea Theodore, Alex Pietrangelo, not a notable goalie either when they won that, right?
Yeah.
And who else was there? Chandler Stevenson was there at the time. Like, there's teams like that don't have a notable name, and I think it's going to be a year like this where the East is very, very weak.
Eichel?
Oh yeah, Jack Eichel's on that team. Yeah, that's fair. But you look at this team, and I think they have the pieces. They're young, they're speedy. They got one of the best coaches in the league. They're experienced. Okay. I think it's their time to shine.
All right, let's move on to this. We're gonna stay in the atmosphere of this conversation.
Yeah.
But if either the Lightning or the Hurricanes want to win the Cup, they gotta beat either the Avalanche, the Stars, or the Wild, who I presume will come out of the Western Conference.
Yeah, I think they're going to be beat up. I think it's hard to think that the West team, especially if it's from the Central, it's hard to think that there's not going to be an injury to her in there. It's not. You wonder if they're going to be bogged down. You wonder if they're going to be tired. Because, sure, Colorado. Who was in the finals last year? Please remind me.
Of the Stanley Cup Finals?
Yeah, I was curious.
It was
West.
The Western team. It was the Florida Panthers.
Oh, this is bad.
And it was the Edmonton Oilers.
Oh, Oilers. Yeah. See, and the Oilers was back to back.
Yeah.
They haven't had a team from the Central have that experience before. In a while. It would have been the Avalanche in 2022, right? I think the Avalanche have by far the best depth, but I think you look at the Panthers, they shut down Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. I think this Carolina Hurricanes team has the same pedigree and same personnel on this team to be able to shut down a Nathan McKinnon,
a
Brock Nelson, a Nazem Kadri, a Marty Necas. Go down the list. I think they can do it. Cale Makar, exactly. And Colorado doesn't have a good power play. And it'd be fun. It'd be cool. If it is Colorado, Carolina, it's the Mikko Rantanen Bowl.
It's true.
Even though Mikko Rantanen's on the Dallas Stars.
I think it would be better if it was the Dallas Stars and the Carolina Hurricanes.
I think the Dallas Stars.
Do you know how much payback
I think
the
it'd be
Hurricanes
cooler.
would want?
I think it'd be funnier if the two teams that are in it are the two teams he passed up on.
You know what? Fair. That's true. That would be
granted.
fun.
He didn't really pass up on Colorado. They just didn't have the money for him.
Yeah.
So.
He did the Hurricanes dirty. I think it'd be fun if they beat them.
Did he do them dirty?
He denied staying there after getting traded.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know if they got. Did they get? I don't think they got positive EV on that trade.
They got
Logan Stankoven.
Yeah, Logan Stankoven. He scored a big goal.
Gave up
last year.
Marty Necas.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Carolina got the worst out of the three.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. But that's tough. I think Colorado's got the pieces though. Taylor Hall has 36 points this year.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going Colorado.
All right.
Or, geez, Carolina.
Nice.
It's late, man. It's almost 12.
Both teams start with the C.
Yeah.
All right, Caleb. That will do it for today's episode of the True North Ice podcast. Let's run through quickly all of our winners for the NHL side. I will start. Hart. Actually, let's just go back and forth. Hart, Nathan McKinnon.
I don't have them in the same order as you, but Nathan McKinnon.
All right. Norris, Zach Werenski. We went the same there.
Yeah.
Vezina, I went with Sorokin.
I went with Andrei Vasilevsky.
Okay. Art Ross, I went with Connor McDavid.
I went with Nathan McKinnon.
Rocket, I went with Nate Mack.
I did as well, Nathan McKinnon.
All right. And then Calder, Schaefer.
Yep,
easy.
Same here.
Jack Adams, I'm going to go with Lindy Ruff.
Got John Cooper.
All right. And then Selke, we're both going Slick Nick Suzuki.
Yep.
GM of the year, I went with Chris McFarland.
I went with Bill Guerin.
Presidents, Colorado Avalanche.
Yep.
And Stanley Cup champs, the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Your Carolina Hurricanes. Our Carolina Hurricanes.
Or the Ottawa Senators.
We're not going to get
When they
into
sneak
it.
in. Okay.
They're not going to make it, man.
Great stats. We're making it, boys. We're making a push.
Got the bet.
The Sens control their own destiny. We control our own destiny.
I know. I've been working. I came up with a great idea. I made an eliminated graphic for all the teams that are eliminated, Canadian teams that are eliminated from contention of playoffs for PWHL and NHL.
Yeah.
I am just fiending to write a great caption when I post the Ottawa Senators one.
Well, I will
the
be
depth
posting
scoring.
it.
No, I own the graphics, so I'll post it. The depth scoring couldn't push through.
All right, just want to mention, after the Olympic break, the Sens are ranked 6th in offense and 2nd in defense. And we are ranked the second best overall team since the Olympic break. The goaltending's been fine.
I know.
It's been all right.
And you're still losing to the Habs. Yeah, it's rough.
I think that's the
yeah,
only
so
game
it's just weird. You're just not putting it all together.
It's the only game in regulation we've lost since the Olympic break.
Oh, it's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Man.
All right, that will do it for today's episode of the True North Ice podcast. Remember, you can follow us on all your favorite social media platforms. We're still posting every single day short-form content on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. And, of course, on all your favorite podcast platforms, Caleb, which are, I know you're pulling them up right now.
Pulling
them
up
they?
right now.
Okay.
I got Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Pocket Cast, YouTube Music, YouTube, Good Pods, Castro, Podcast Addict, and a bunch more.
iHeartRadio.
I said that.
Oh, God.
After Amazon Music.
I just don't even listen. I just say it afterwards.
Yeah, I know. It's all becoming a mush.
It's okay. All right. Thanks for joining us today as we went through the entire PWHL and NHL award-winning predictions. For Jacob Ewing and Caleb Snyder, we'll see you next time.